very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chico Ikabi Amapuni, Chineke, and Son of the Winner, Isala, Nina, Goza, Hansoya, Nana Jama, Nana Farusi, Obanana, all the then so no one Because you will make a difference with your source and we're not going But you know what? It will like you to believe that someone is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by giving you nothing, which is not. I have come. Look what you do. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you. The very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chico Ikabi Amapuni, Chineke, and Son of the Winner, Isala, Nina, Goza, Hansoya, Nana Jama, Nana Farusi, Obanana, all the then so no one because
going to keep make a Biafra with your source and no more and we're not going to
but you know what? They would like you to believe that someone is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you.
That we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it. Some of you tried to do something about it with the End SARS protest, but some of us quickly, or should I say some of you quickly capitulated because of your tribal affiliations or religious situations. They managed to divide each and every one of you. But today you must make up your mind what you want to do. Do you want to change your lives, or do you want to continue residing in a damnable zoological republic with no hope, way, or means out of the mess that you're in? Why can't we change our lives? Those who are telling you that the revolution is not the best way to go about it, ask them, how come Russia is advanced today? How come the United Kingdom, Britain is advanced today? How come Germany is advanced today? How come France is advanced? How come Spain is advanced? How come the United States of America, of course the greatest country on this very earth, is where they are today? Is because in each and every of these countries there was a revolution. Either a violent overthrow of a very corrupt and inept regime, or there was what I would refer to as intellectual revolution. In Africa, appears to be present at the moment. Those of them that commenced the End SARS protest tried as much as they can, but the forces that be overwhelmed them, the forces of darkness, the forces of hate, the forces of retrogression, the forces of iniquity prevail, especially with the help of their journalists and their media houses. But this time around, we must prepare ourselves. But before we do so, we must ask this very important question. Are we all prepared for this very change that is about to come? Are we mentally tough enough to withstand all the garbage that will be thrown at us? Are you strong enough to jettison every emotional consideration that has to do with tribe, ethnicity, or religion. Once we are able to overcome all of this nonsense, believe you me, this very next phase of revolution will stand very, very strong. Everybody knows that Nigeria is a scam, a very big one. Nigeria is being run by an extremist bunch of dictators called the president. All of you know this. Everybody understands this very fact that Buhari is no more. You know that Buhari is dead, everybody knows. But those still perpetuating this very myth that Buhari is alive are those pinning their hopes on 2023. So this is a collection of odd bedfellows. These are people who are determined by every means available to cling on to power, to continue to impoverish you, to continue to allow terrorists from all across the Sahel to occupy your farmlands and your forests. They rape your mothers, they abduct your sisters, they kill your traditional rulers, they kill the daughters of your prominent men, and you do nothing about it. Because their only consideration is to keep you focused on this very elusive, better Nigeria to come. You and I know that Nigeria can never ever be better. We know that very well. The whole world understands that Nigeria can never ever be better. Why are you building your hopes on it? You're building your hopes on it so you can go to Dubai like Atiku and the rest of them and buy houses for your wives and your concubines. You are doing so because you think it's the turn of your village to eat money. And I have consistently asked this question. Biden that has just been confirmed as the US president, is he from your village? Boris Johnson from the United Kingdom, is he from your village? Is Angela Merkel from your ethnic group? I'm asking you in the zoo. But you prefer into submission that we may not be able to broadcast as Chukwuka Biafra has mandated us to, but they have failed very, very woefully, and they will continue to fail. Today's date is the 8th day of March in the year of our Most High Elohim 2021. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. Regardless of where you are, as I said earlier, we are welcoming you, and we are going to pray as it is customary for us to do here. If you want to see me live, should I say, no, yeah, see me, I should say, not just hear my voice. You go to my Instagram handle, I should say. It is Nnamdi _ you know, the slash that is at the bottom, _official. A lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot of people, there are about, how many of you? I think about 99 people are now watching. Am I correct? Yes, I think roughly about that. And it's owned by Facebook as well, incidentally, so it won't surprise me if they try to kick us out sometime during the course of this very, I should say, enlightening program this very evening. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you. And before we proceed, we are going to pray. As it is usual with us here on this platform, we pray because we are nothing without the Almighty Chukwuka Biafra Purumi Hanine. We are going to offer praise and adoration to Him as always. And I will, of course, should I say, unfailingly pray in the language of heaven. Some may misunderstand, some of them may try to misconstrue, but one thing is certain right now, in the presence of the Almighty God, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai in heaven, the angels are singing, worshiping, and praising the Most High with the very oldest language on the face of this very earth, the Igbo language. And that's how I'm going to pray. Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ ime ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla na ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla na ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị gboo wee tuo oge ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ, nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu ọbịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt kwetu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị niile anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija ma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasisi wee baa ha ọnụ ha wee daa hapụghị ikuni ọzọ obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'iyi eze ebube dị ngọzi anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkwa ha nsọ gị na-asị na enweghị iche ọzọ ewezuga gị wee na-aja gị wee na-eto masị onye ihe niile kere mana na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ na ija ma niile site n'ebighị ebi mụrụ ebi ka a na-ajọ gị ise. Having handed over our proceedings to heaven, we must proceed unfailingly and very speedily to preach this very gospel that we have been mandated to preach this very day, because heaven and earth will bear us witness that they came in their time and the gospel of redemption was preached and men were saved from their folly. This evening I will start by calling upon Bishop Coker, or should I say all the Catholics around the world, to please warn Bishop Coker to desist from making statements and comments that will annoy God Almighty in heaven. If he continues in the manner that we have deduced he is likely to follow, then I will place curse on him in public. I'm not saying this very lightly because he is a man that I have enormous regard and respect for. Bishop Coker, I respect him. I love him immensely. But he came up with some statements which are, should I say, unbecoming of a sensible, reasonable human being. Therefore, he must retrace his steps. We must also remind ourselves that a few days ago, I said something about those of them trying their damnedest best to try to keep Nigeria together, a zoological republic that should not exist in the first place. And this evening, I want to reinforce this very fact, that the curse that I placed upon United Kingdom, a people that I revere and I love very much, people that I hold their citizenship and have sworn allegiance to, and will continue to defend their interest, genuine interest, of course, because I am an Anglophile at heart. That very Britain today, it is not been up to 7 days that I made that statement live here on air. The leader of the Welsh people have come out to make a categorical statement that Britain no longer exists in their own thinking. This is what I want to guide the thinking of all our people. I want it to guide our understanding of what is happening in the zoo, and to understand also the spiritual dimension which we have chosen to pursue this very noble cause. According to Mark Drakeford, who is the leader of the Welsh people in the UK, and I quote, "The United Kingdom is over," he said. UK, as I told you a few days ago, that anybody who has a hand or who is trying to keep Nigeria together, their kingdom or their entity will disintegrate. These are the things that I want you to understand this very evening, that Nigeria has expired. The wrath of Almighty God is upon Nigeria. Look at Tinubu, for example, what the Yorubas are going through on his account. Look at how the Christian minorities in the north are being slaughtered and brutally massacred by the Janjaweed elements of the caliphate. Because the likes of Bishop Coker is there preaching unity that he knows doesn't exist. Because Britain is directly involved in trying to keep together what God Almighty has rendered asunder. That is the reason why Mark Drakeford has come out to say that United Kingdom is over. He's a very heavyweight politician in the UK, the leader of the Welsh people. He is the first minister of the Welsh people. Wales, of course, in the UK is a principality. And mind you, Prince Charles is supposed to be the Prince of Wales, or should I say, the titular head of the government of Welsh people. But here we have Mark Drakeford saying it categorically that Britain is over. And I warned Britain, if you continue to meddle in the affairs of Nigeria to the extent whereby you are presenting a stumbling block to the emancipation of the children of God, the children of light, United Kingdom will be decimated. Because you're very proud and very arrogant, because you think that you're Caucasian, you're white, you can do anything and get away with it. You may think that the disintegration of the UK has nothing to do with Biafra, but I can assure you categorically that it has. If you do not stop meddling in Nigeria, if you do not stop this, your, should I say, perverted, racist devotion to keeping people who shouldn't be one together in one monstrous entity called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, believe you me, God Almighty in heaven will destroy Britain beyond recognition. And it started to happen already. It is happening already. I warned you and I told you, you may disregard the agitation for Biafra and tag it as nothing. Because you came, you saw, you conquered, and you colonized. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. Should I say Somali visa? Try and do so as quickly as possible, because the zoo is on the path of destruction. And there is nothing man can do to reverse it. Mark today's date and what I'm telling you. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension. So says the Lord of hosts. Anything I tell you here is gospel. Anything I open my mouth to tell you must come to pass. Because Almighty determined that we should come. And we have come to preach this very gospel in truth and in every honesty. And I want Britain to understand this today. If you stand as an obstacle on the path of Biafra freedom, you will be destroyed. The same way that the late dead Buhari tried. Buhari tried to stop Biafra from coming. Today he's in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. Not only that, that kingdom he was trying to build is now shaking. That very kingdom, that very Fulani caliphate, the Fulani takeover of Nigeria is in tatters. Because we are here, or should I say, Chukwukikabiyama determined that we should come. And nothing, absolutely nothing is going to stop us from performing the will of the Almighty. Today, I can tell you categorically that in the United Kingdom, the First Minister of Wales, part and parcel of this United Kingdom that colonized, enslaved, subjugated, and still colonizing the zoo called Nigeria till today, a part of Britain have now said that they're going to divide. They will leave. Scotland will leave. Wales will leave. Northern Ireland will join the Irish Republic, and you only have the Little England at last. And when all these things are happening to them because of their pride and ego, they will not acknowledge that the work they did against the children of God in Biafra land is what is responsible for their demise as a once great nation or a once great people. They are also on the path of decline, and nothing can reverse it unless they stop meddling in the affairs of Biafra. The United Kingdom is over, and a new union should be crafted to reflect a voluntary association of four nations. In other words, Britain will no longer exist. You have England, you have Wales, you have Scotland, and you have Northern Ireland. The reason for that is because they meddled in the affairs of the children of God. As I told you earlier, Almighty God in heaven has a way of punishing his children. And we have been roundly punished, believe you me. If you have to be subjugated under the very cruel, barbaric rule of Fulani Janjaweedism, you will understand what we are talking about. As I'm speaking to you right now, most villages are under siege. There are killings and rapings, abductions and murder going on right across the length and breadth of the Zoological Republic. But they cannot understand what is happening to them. They know that the problem of insecurity in Nigeria is intractable for the simple reason that they have failed, should I say, to allow Biafra to go. The sooner they understand this or realize this, the better for everybody. But I'm not sure they will, because they are very stubborn. And as God hardened the heart of Pharaoh to fail, so are they also going to fail. And that is why those of them who are in Benue State, that is why the likes of Governor Autumn or the very young man who was mouthing his rubbish a day or two ago concerning the deployment of Eastern Security Network into Lower Benue is in for a very, very difficult and horrible experience of their lives. I must warn also Governor Autumn of Benue State. I am not laying claim to Benue State, the entirety of Benue State, not at all. What I'm making very clear to you is that there are Igbo people, Igbo communities, not traders, not migrants, not settlers, no. These are our traditional towns, communities, and villages wickedly gerrymandered into the north. That you have Igbo people today answering Igbo names, speaking Igbo language, who are answering to Northerners. An abomination before God Almighty in heaven. I will not allow it to continue. Those Igbo-speaking parts of Benue State is part and parcel of Biafra, part and parcel of the eastern region. And should anything happen to them, if you fail to control Fulani incursion into that very territory, then ESN will continue to do their work. And I have commended them earlier and allow me to do so again at this very moment. I commend the men and women, not just of our high command, but also of the Eastern Security Network that successfully pursued and apprehended a notorious Fulani bandit by the name Muhammad Isa. We have the videos. For those of them claiming he's an old man, they're all lying, and they know it very well. He is the leader of a gang of abductors, of rapists, and of murderers, tormenting our farming communities. But I'm glad to report this very evening, morning or night, depending on where you are, that menace, that threat has been permanently put to bed. It will no longer happen. Should our people in Benue State be subjected to further attacks, I am also informing Governor Autumn of Benue State. I will make sure that ESN returns to that very area. Or should I say, come out of the bushes to confront whoever comes against the children of the Most High God, Elohim in heaven. This is a warning to all of you. For those of you that specialize in, should I say, in twisting the obvious, in turning truth into lies, I never claimed the whole of Benue State. You people carved Igbo people into Benue, which is unacceptable. We are in an era, not that of the old, compromised and discredited Ohaneze Ndiara and Ndiuchu. Not in that very era. No, we are not in that anymore. We are not in the era of compromised governors in the pocket of the Fulani Caliphate. No. We are now in the era of IPOB. And no inch of territory belonging to traditional, should I say, ethnicities making up Biafra will be surrendered to anybody, no. And in Benue State, we have taught them, while they were discussing that, don't come to Benue, we are already on the ground in Benue State, in Lower Benue. And we are not in Benue State that doesn't belong to us. We are in Igbo parts of Benue State, Igbo communities of Benue State. And we are there to defend them, and that is precisely what we are going to do, and nobody is going to discourage us otherwise. We are making it very clear today that the Eastern Security Network is on the ground. We are on the ground in Benue State, and in every part of Biafra land for that matter. We are in Cross River, we are in Akwa Ibom, we are in Bayelsa. Everywhere it is happening. Anywhere we confront Fulani headsmen, these terrorists, we will drive them away. Be rest assured, we are not going to rest one iota until our farmlands, our homes, and our forests are secure. What is happening in Yoruba land cannot happen in Biafra land. Nobody, no idiot can come from anywhere to claim any inch or parcel of Biafran forest. It is not doable. Instead, we all die there. That is why I am making this presentation live, at least for those of you who may be able to come over on Instagram, that I am on Instagram and I'm live. If you want to see a live video of this very broadcast, it is there. You can and should be able to see it. Anywhere in Biafra land we confront Fulani terrorists, we shall meet them head on. We know that they are part of the police and the army. Danjuma himself, General T.Y. Danjuma himself, testified before the British Parliament that the army of Nigeria and the police are colluding in the conquest of indigenous populations in Nigeria. And we are no exception to that very horrible and sinister conspiracy. The police we have in our land are terrorists in uniform. The army we have in Biafra land are basically terrorists. They are there to aid and to support Fulani Janjaweed advancement to the Atlantic Ocean. And we are there to stop them. And we are stopping them and will continue to stop them. A few days ago, as I said, we embedded our men and women of the Northern Command of Eastern Security Network. When we said Northern Command, people were confused. Biafra land is a nation. We have Northern Biafra, we have Central, we have the South, which is the coastal region, we have the East, and we have the West. When I talk about the Northern Command, I'm talking about the northern part of Biafra land, which incidentally starts from Benue State. So we are right to be there. If you don't want us to be in Benue State, quietly go back to Abuja and appeal to them. Tell them to release Igbo people in Benue and carve them back into Ebonyi State, where they should belong, or Enugu State, as the case may be.
No. I want to also inform the people, those who say they own the land and they are the law. Don't worry. Don't worry. You are going to hear from us. Don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear from Biafrans. You know that this time around is not issue of social media. They are begging Buhari to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while Fulani have not begged for the release of Boko Haram, but they are releasing them every day. Nobody has made a video to release Boko Haram. They are releasing Boko Haram every day in their hundreds. These are people who have directly carried gun and murder people, killed soldiers, killed police, killed villagers, killed people. What is the ideology? Nothing. Only to turn Nigeria into Islamic State. They released Boko Haram without court order. Yet, the people that you elect or elected keep mute, while our people are languishing in prison, different prison in Nigeria. You elect fools. Every 4 years, you elect them to go and represent you in an evil entity establishment of the British. So next year, we are going to end their reign. Those that you have elected and all they do is to tell you that they have the monopoly to kill at any time by inviting the military who are Boko Haram members to come to your villages and wipe you away. We are going to collect the power from them. I want you to understand that when we successfully stop Nigeria from conducting election, Ojo Zokalo will have no power again. His power will end in the north, if not allow him. By the time we succeed in stopping election in Biafra land, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo and all of them, the power that they have, that they used to intimidate Biafrans, will be taken away from them completely. By the time we stop the election in Biafra land, every politician who have not spoken since the killing of Biafrans, the power will be taken away from them. I am telling you the fact. Very, very easy. We will take the power away from them. I want you to understand, now you are going to know the reason why this sit at home, we have made it very clear how important it is that you sit at home to prepare your mind for what is to come. Because in this no election, sit at home is going to be one of the tools we are going to use. I want you to understand that we have actually succeeded. We have done the test for more than 1 good year. We have been able to prove to the world that the politicians in Biafra land have no control over the people. The governors cannot control the people of Biafra. That is why we sit at home every Monday, irrespective of the threat coming from them. The Biafra people will always sit at home on Monday. So we have actually test run this particular approach we're going to use next year. I want you to understand that after the no election have succeeded, the way Umahi of Ebonyi State felt when he fought sit at home is the way they are going to feel. The way Soludo lost the battle over Monday sit at home is the same way he is going to feel. The same way Hope Uzodinma lost the battle of sit at home is the same way he is going to feel. The same way all the politicians and the governors who ganged up to start killing Eastern Security Network for the past 1 year and they have not succeeded in killing them is the same way all of them are going to feel. They will feel that the power has been completely taken away from them. And after this is done, the door and the gate will be open. This time around, you are not going to fight alone. Some of them will join us to fight Nigeria. I am telling you the fact, because they cannot be in Biafra land and fight against us at the end of the day. You see Umahi, you see all the governors of the Southeast, by the time we succeed in stopping this election, they will have no choice. They are going to deploy resources to fight against Nigeria. They can't be inside Biafra land and command anybody or command any military. It will not happen. I am telling you the fact. And in all these things that will be happening from the beginning, they would like to do garagara. They would like to do garagara, that they are the commander, the command state and that, you know, and we are going to give it to them, woto, the first 3 weeks. Election observers, international community will be talking. I want you people to understand that the way South Africa got liberation from the apartheid regime is not the same thing we are going to do. I want to inform you that the way Sudan got disintegrated is not the same thing we are going to do. I want you to understand that the way Ambazonia started fighting their own is not the way we are going to do our own. I want you to understand that the way Eritrea, Tigray, or Ethiopia, and all of them are doing their own is not the way we are going to do our own. We are different from different culture, and Nigeria is completely a different country. The contraption of Nigeria is different from others. And we have been able to research to know the best way to disintegrate Nigeria. And let me tell you, there are many things we are not going to make public.
Heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Because I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected so far, wherever you are connecting from. As you join us on this morning program, please kindly like and share to other platforms. Share to family and friends, share to your neighbors, share to anyone that wants to listen to us, share to even our enemies, share to them. Share to those that have contrary opinion, those that have superior arguments, share to them so that they can come and share with us. As you all know, in this platform, we do not come to this platform to instigate violence. We do not preach hate. We do not attack people or individuals. We don't attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to present Biafra to the world as the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state, confirmed by international bodies. It is not just that because of Biafrans or because Biafrans are saying it. Nigeria is a failed state. A state that is being run by a terrorist organization has failed. A competent court in Canada wrote and spoke in public and said that the ruling parties in Nigeria are terrorist organizations. It is important to remind you about it so that when we say these things, you don't think that we are trying to tarnish the image of the country or we are just trying to attack the country unnecessarily. We are speaking based on available facts. We are speaking based on available facts. And when you look at the insecurity in Nigeria today, you will see clearly that Nigeria is a failed state. It has lost control of its territory. And today, I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that United States of America, under Donald Trump, is taking the front seat to right the wrong in the zoological republic called Nigeria. What we are doing in this platform is to present Biafra as the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria. That is why we urge people to like and share. You never can tell who will come across our video. We are speaking to the world, not just to the Biafrans. We want the world to pay attention and understand why it is necessary that the contraption called Nigeria has to be disintegrated for peace, disintegrated to save life, create country along value system. That is all we're asking for. Live and let's live. This request is not out of wickedness. It is not out of hatred. It is not out of envy or jealousy. It is to save life. That is why we are standing strong on making this request, because it is the only legitimate way to save life permanently in the contraption called Nigeria. Every other thing that we put on table is just a deodorant. It's just delaying the day of doom. If you want to end the day of doom and establish a nation where human beings can grow as human beings, where people can grow at their own space, in their own speed, you must create a country based on value system. All that we are saying here are not new. They are already open. It is clear that in Nigeria, you have people from different nations forced together to be one when they are not. The value system of the core north is not the same with those in the middle belt. The value system of the middle belt is not the same with those in the southwest. The value system of the southwest is not the same with those in the old southeastern region, Biafra land. These are different nations that we are forced to be together, not with their consent. The British, on their own, decided to force them together and run them as a company to control the environment for their own resources, for economic gain. Nigeria was not created as a country to grow as a country. It was not created to maintain peace. It was not created to maintain law and order. That is why the more you continue to search for peace in that name called Nigeria, what you will see is destruction. Peace will never come. The more you continue to search for growth under that name called Nigeria, growth will never come. The more you continue to search for security under that name called Nigeria, it is impossible to have it. And we are making it very clear to the world through this platform that the only solution remains disintegration. There is nothing wrong in the northern part of Nigeria practicing their Sharia and having a caliphate. It is not wrong. There are so many caliphates we know. There are people who know there are Islamic countries that are doing very well. Dubai is there. Qatar is there. Saudi Arabia is there. They are doing very well. And there are still Christians who travel there to do their business. There are Biafrans that travel there to do their business. Some are married there. So that you create these boundaries does not create enmity. It only allows us to have deep respect for each other. It makes us to know our limits. It makes us to understand each other more and respect each other. To have a peaceful coexistence, we can still intermarry. We can still do business together. We can still travel together. We can still own business and properties anywhere we want to own it. But based on the law of the area that you are. This idea of creating a confusion of a secular state. Meanwhile, in secular states, you are restricted under Islamic law to do certain things and do some other things. You are being persecuted and judged based on a law that is alien to you, that you don't know about. And yet, in paper, they will tell you you are in a secular state. We know the number of people who have lost their life in that contraption called Nigeria, thinking that they are in a secular state, all to wake up and find out that they are now in the grave. A lot of people have lost their life. I do not know how many people the world want to die before they will come into the issue of Nigeria. I don't know what they are waiting for. How many people more do you need to die before a solution will be preferred? The solution is simple. Create nations along value system, and the peace will return. You do not need to put your troop on the ground. You don't need to spend your resources. You don't need to strike it. Just make that proclamation. Let everyone go their separate ways. And every region, I bet you, can defend themselves. Every single region that will come out from Nigeria will defend themselves, and they will grow, feed themselves, and do what they have to do for themselves. We are in 21st century. Every region in that contraption can be able to progress within themselves. The only thing that is holding people captive is that Nigeria. That contraption called Nigeria have wonderful people, intelligent young men who are doing exploits around the world. But because they are tied to that name called Nigeria, they have limitation. That name is limitation. It will limit your knowledge. It will limit your wisdom. It will limit your success. It will limit your security. All we are asking is that name should be thrown to the trash where it belongs and allow the people to breathe. Let the people breathe. That is what we are asking as Biafrans. And that is what we do in this platform every day, and we will continue to do. So as we come today to preach on today's message, remember, this platform is a platform for public opinion. Regardless the group you belong, regardless your title, regardless your name, regardless your religion, regardless your orientation, you are welcome. The only thing that qualifies you to join us in this platform is for you to be a human being that has conscience. As long as you're a human being with conscience and you care about humanity, your country doesn't matter to us. Your race doesn't matter. Your religion doesn't matter to us. You are welcome. And when the time comes, all you need to do is to send a request and I will bring you in. If you have a superior argument, all you need to do is to send a request and I will bring you in. Then when you get in, you will present your argument. We will listen to you and we will learn. At the end, is either you learn from us or we learn from you. We are not claiming to be masters of wisdom or having the monopoly of knowledge. No. But whatever thing you're presenting us in this platform, make sure you have facts and figures to follow you up. We don't speak based on propagandas. We speak based on facts and figures, things we have seen, based on experience that we have and the things we have seen with our own eyes. So I welcome every one of you once again, whether you are joining us from Biafra land, you are joining us from Nigeria, you are joining us from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, you are joining us from Russia, from China, from Iran. Wherever you are joining us from, I welcome you to this very platform. I appreciate you. And I say, may Chukwu guide and protect you. Like and share the program to all platforms so that others can join us on this very important and amazing program. Today we have chosen a very important topic to discuss. And the topic says, the return of Biafra Liberation Army and the unquestionable Biafran spirit. Why they fear freedom. Why the saboteurs fear freedom. Why the enemies fear freedom. Why Nigerian government is afraid of our freedom. The return of Biafra Liberation Army and the unquestionable Biafran spirit, why they fear freedom. This is what we're going to discuss today. And we will try as much as we can to do this justice to this very topic, because it is something that demands attention, more especially at this time that our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has given us the order to make sure we work in unity and continue to seek Biafra, regardless under whichever umbrella you want to fight it, regardless who you are, regardless the group where you belong. The order from the supreme leader is that we should all continue in one spirit, in the spirit of unity of purpose, to fight and get our freedom. So it is important that we discuss about this very topic. So many of us have seen the videos of the Liberation Army flying everywhere, right, left, and center. And we were very happy to see it. I personally, when I saw it, I was very happy, because from day one, I never believed on the rumor that was going right, left, and center. And I know that many Biafrans never believed the rumor. So when they reappeared, Biafrans were so happy. We celebrated them, and we will continue to celebrate them. We are in 2026. And I thank Chukwu Okike that we are moving ahead, going forward, and not going backward. And we will continue to go forward, regardless the attacks, regardless the temptations, the obstacles, the hindrances. We will continue to move forward. If you decide to be stagnant in envy, jealousy, and gossip, it's okay. That's your business. But for those who are aspiring for a new nation, who knows that we are moving into a new nation, everybody is moving on, and we will get there by the special grace of God. You are all welcome once again, my people, wherever you are watching from around the world. I appreciate you, and I thank you for being with us on this program. I want to say this from the beginning of this program: Biafra did not die. Biafra was not defeated. Biafra was only delayed. Today I'm speaking on something that has made many people uncomfortable, something that has shaken political circles, something that has exposed fear where confidence used to pretend to exist. I'm speaking on the return of the Biafra resistance, consciousness, and the unquenchable Biafra spirit of victory. Because no matter how long they suppress the truth, truth always finds its way back to the surface. No matter how you suppress truth, it will always find its way to the surface. Before we go further, let me make this clear. This is not a message of hate. This is not a call to chaos. This is not a propaganda message. This is history speaking back. This is people refusing to forget who they are. This is justice knocking again after being ignored for decades. And that is why some people are nervous. Some people are very nervous when they hear the Liberation Army, when they see the appearance of the Liberation Army. Some people are nervous. The saboteurs are nervous. The Nigerian government are shaking. They don't believe it. After they have pushed many propagandas and told us that they are dead and buried. And you can now understand what Nigeria is made of. You saw their spokesperson, which I'm going to play the video so that whoever is watching will understand, gave us a very outstanding video. And they celebrated. They celebrated. The same way they celebrated when they took out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they kidnapped him and they came and announced it in Hausa. The same way they celebrated when they took down our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And all the celebration became a shame to them. When they celebrated Mazi Nnamdi, they thought that Biafra is dead, only to realize that Biafra has just become stronger. They took away Mazi Simon Ekpa, they thought, oh, Biafrans will not speak again, only to realize and see that they are waxing strong. They came and they celebrated the destruction, decimation, and the death of the Liberation Army. But yet, they didn't know what was coming. And that is why some people are nervous. That is why some politicians are angry. That is why some voices shouting, stop talking about Biafra. But many questions. My question is simple. Why should a people stop talking about their own freedom? Why should a people stop talking about their own freedom? Why? Can you give me a reason why somebody should stop talking about his or her own freedom? Why? Let me tell you something they don't want you to understand. You can arrest a leader. You can proscribe movements. You can deploy forces. You can distort narratives, but you cannot arrest idea whose time has come. You cannot arrest an idea whose time has come. The Biafran spirit is not tied to one person. The Biafran spirit, it is not tied for one person. That is why it's a spirit. It is not tied to one generation. It is not tied to one organization. It is tied to history, identity, and survival. That is why each time they say Biafra is finished, Biafra returns stronger in conversation, in consciousness, and in resolve. That is why young people who were not even born during the war are now asking questions their parents were afraid to ask. The questions our parents could not ask, the language they could not use, the demand they could not make, we are now making it because injustice has a memory. And oppression leaves evidence. We will never forget. And that is why we are asking questions, every one of us, and we will continue to ask until we get an answer. When people talk about the return of resistance, they misunderstand something. Resistance never left. It only went underground into the heart of the people. It returned the moment people realized that election did not protect them. Loyalty did not save them. Silence did not benefit them. It returned to the moment people saw that Nigeria offered no structural future for them. It is becoming much more clearer than you can ever imagine. Not emotionally, not economically, not politically. So when the world sees renewed agitation, renewed boldness, renewed clarity, it is not surprise. It is consequence. My fellow Biafrans, you must not get confused. You must not get disturbed. You must not misunderstand what is happening today. Now we address the elephant in the room. The continuous betrayal by Southeast politicians, that is the part that makes many uncomfortable. The continuous betrayal of the politician in the Southeast, that is the elephant in the room that makes many people uncomfortable. Because the truth exposes both enemies and collaborators. Ask yourself, why do Southeast politicians panic when Biafra is mentioned. Why? Why are they so scared on the resurfacing of the Liberation Army of Biafra? Why do they rush to condemn their own people at a little instant? Look at what Soludo is doing. At every little opportunity, Soludo will go on condemnation, accusation of his own people. Why do they speak louder against Biafra than against injustice? Because Biafra threatened their arrangement. That is why. Biafra threatened their arrangement, their evil arrangement. Biafra threatened a system where they get position, but not power. They get title, but not authority. They get contracts, while their people get insecurity. They are afraid because Biafra end political slavery. They are afraid because Biafra remove the middlemen of betrayal. They are afraid because freedom demands accountability. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, let me be honest with you. They will not stop. These politicians and their saboteurs will never stop. These saboteurs, they will never ever stop. They will continue the sabotage. They will continue the misrepresentation. They will continue to distance themselves from their own people. Why? Because their survival depends on Nigeria remaining. Their survival depends on Nigeria remaining exactly the way it is. Broken. But here is the truth. They cannot escape. A people may be betrayed by leaders, but they are never betrayed by history. And history is already recording who stood where. You must know where you belong. We are in a time of accountability. I said it before that 2026 is not a time to make noise on the media. It is not a time to look for whom to convince and whom not to convince. It is time for people to make their decision by what they see and hear. So wherever you are watching this program, I welcome every one of you that have joined us. And I will try as much as possible to bring up the videos of our brothers who have fought in this very struggle, the Liberation Army of Biafra, that we have celebrated for a very long time. And all of a sudden, one or two things happened. Nigeria came with their propaganda and blackmail. And they told us they have taken them out. And to the glory of Chukwu Okike Abiama, they are back. I played their video last time, but we didn't get the voice. So today we will take time to discuss and hear them out and hear their voice one after the other when they will speak. And before I play that video, I welcome my beloved brother Christian is already here with me. Bro Christian, you're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Brother Chus. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. I can see Coach Chooks is also there. Welcome, Coach Chooks. Thank you for joining. So we will try as much as possible.
Yesterday, Brother Chus, in the evening, I don't know if you were live. I saw it like live, so I clicked to come in. Because, sorry, what happened was that I saw in the comment section, somebody was giving you water. Big one. So I tried to come in. That was really what, kind of fascinated me. I said, let me come in to share, to know what the anger was all about, But he didn't let me. So I thought he probably wasn't live, right? Was he?
It was live. I didn't see your request. If I see the request, I'll bring you in. It was live. I had a program yesterday evening. I saw the message. I just ignored it and continued what I was doing.
Oh, because the tone of the message, Yeah.
But it's live, but it's always every time that evening program. The link that normally should be available that in the towards evening program. It's
Because
hard
I
for
was
me to
written
do
restream.
Yeah,
Yes, that
in
is
the evening, I always use that restream, but while in the morning hours, I use a different distance.
StreamYard. Okay, all right. So I saw so much anger from the I was like, wow, what the heck is going on? So but it's okay. I mean, people are entitled to their opinion, so
Of course.
it's okay to express yourself, and I like that when people show that passion, and they explain why what is going on. So audio, my brother, we must continue.
I saw the message. I just ignored it and continued what I was doing. I didn't want to pay attention.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were there watching.
yeah, I really did try to come in, and I also saw the one from our gallant men. I'm so happy. I've been thanking God on their behalf, on behalf of Biafrans, because I think one can say it's a miracle too, because the news was that they've all been by sort of, and frankly, looking at the face of Gentle, right, one could see that they've been on the other side. God just one way or the other saved them, because they are doing a great job. We don't go to Yoruba land or Hausa land or anywhere to kidnap, to buy, to do none of it. We're in our place. We're in our ancestral land, on our soil, try to protect ourselves, protect our people. So obviously we have that moral right, and God is on our side and side of our people. So obviously, but like you said, maybe you will touch on it so that we continue to show them support. It's important that we show them support, one way or the other, because at the end of the day, they are the one, guiding our place. The politicians, these governors, they have no intention of doing any. In fact, they are helping the enemy, they are helping the caliphate to destroy our people, destroy our land. That is a fact. So these soldiers who are doing well, we must continue to show gratitude and be praying for them. So obviously, but let me just stop for now, and thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you for that very opening speech. My brother, Coach Hooks, let's get your opening speech before I go into that program. Before I bring in their videos, and we'll look at it.
Yes. Good morning, Marcus, and good morning, Biafra. Lord Christian, good morning from my side.
Morning, brother. God bless.
And good morning, Biafra, all over the world. Today is another day that Chukwuka has made. If you look around now, we are seeing that every day by day, no change is unfolding, because the enemy are not sleeping. Automatically, we ourselves are not supposed to sleep. Every day by day, we're supposed to come out and preach and speak, so that our message is going to reach the ear of our brothers and sisters, even those that are still waiting for our brothers and sisters, most especially our leaders. Those that are still sitting behind, they say they are waiting for him to come out. This is time for everybody to just come out. Whether once you call yourself a Biafran, this is the right time for you to come out. Don't wait for anybody to, because you are the one to give yourself the freedom, and the time is now. If you come out and support our freedom, and this is the time. Thank you, Marcus. Let me stop for him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother Coach. Appreciate you for that wonderful opening speech. And we welcome everyone that have joined us on this program today. I appreciate every one of you. So we are going to go into that, and before I play their video individually, let us welcome them with this, and then we go into the program. I'm going to play some intro, then after that intro, we'll now go into the program.
Follow for God, they say Tinubu don't follow for God now. Tinubu don't follow for God now. They want to take it, that's the top of our head. See it how to fall. all and the criminals. Concrete military fall and the terrorists. Injustice on motor shop forget love for inside court. Kangaroo Republic at the government. Abubakar Malami don't fall for butter. Him and EFCC put leg for shit. Them say Sheikh Kukumi don't fall for gutter. Because Donald Trump don't come to Machamo. He go matching Boko boys, matching terrorists. As the government knows the way for kidnapping to stop. I make it don't fall for gutter. Them make Nigerians see one die for suffer.
The temple himself, the general, you are welcome to our barrack. Moisa. The Igwe Butuzo, the general himself of Biafran Armed Forces. We welcome you, sir. Jimauti man, gallant man. Gallant man.
Apa tu shena kola ya o de butechi o
anyị nara ibe n'ụwa, anyị nara ibe n'ụwa, onye mmadụ rịawa ọrịa ya nwanne ya daleze ya nyaụ, onye ma mgbe o ji eruru ya, onye ma mgbe o ji eruru ya n'elu onwe gị onye o zuru taa, onye ma mgbe o ji atụrụ ya na
Yeah, we welcome them. We appreciate Chukwu Okike for keeping them safe up till this time. We appreciate everything they have done in the past and all that has happened, all their efforts they have channeled to make sure that Biafra land is protected, all the risks they are facing. We appreciate and we will continue to pray that Chukwu Okike we continue to vindicate them, keep them alive for us, and until we get back to Biafra land and secure our land fully. So first of all, before I play the video of Gentle and what he said, let us now hear a memory video to remember what Nigerian government said about these people. What Nigerian government told us on their national broadcast. When we say Nigeria, their lie they smell, their own lie cannot be equated to anything. Let us watch this before we go into the speech of Gentle.
Culture throughout the week under review. Between 8 to 13 October, they conducted offensive operations and arrested a suspected IPOB PSN terrorist commander identified as Gentle, who was on troops wanted list along 8 other criminals in Owerri West and Maitoli local government areas of Imo State, as well as Inzi and Abochukwu local government area of Ikuri State. Some weapons, ammunition, and vehicles were also recovered from them. Additionally, a female IPOB PSN collaborator, who also was believed to be one of their logistics suppliers, was arrested in Umunochi local government area of Abia State on 13th October 2025. During the arrest, 3 children, whose investigation revealed were biological children to a wanted IPOB PSN leader identified as Magwabuchi Wampo, otherwise known as Emergency, were found in her custody. It was further revealed that the terrorist leader is also her relation.
This was Nigerian government as their usual lie, making a bold press statement to the whole world, telling them that they arrested, captured, and killed the Liberation Army members. They paraded pictures, and then we were always asking on this platform, where is the video and confirmation of what you claim? At least we know when they took away our gallant soldier, what's his name?
Ikonso.
When they took away Ikonso, they were so happy that they paraded the corpse. A man that they strangled, their bullets could not penetrate him. They strangled him, and they met him where he was sleeping. It wasn't in the war front they got Ikonso. Ikonso was resting asleep when they got him and strangled him to death. They paraded the body. And so many things they displayed. Just like in this video, we were asking, where is the video evidence? At a stage, they told us that they were burnt to ashes, that they are going to conduct DNA. They will conduct DNA and give us the result. And after that, their DNA, that was when this man came out to make this announcement, that they have done their DNA. That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. You can imagine the innocent people that they wasted their life to push that narrative. You can imagine the innocent people that took their life. And this is what have been going on over and over again in Biafra land. And the whole world is watching. These are people that are fighting for self-defense of their own land. defending themselves against the terrorists that was recruited by Nigerian government, given uniform and pushed them down to Biafra land. Boko Haram members that the whole international communities know about. There is no other country in this world that is recruiting terrorists into their military, into their forces, except Nigeria. No other one, no other, including the core Arab countries. You can't see that. Including in Iraq, you can't see Iraq recruiting back terrorists into their military. It doesn't happen in Saudi. Only in Nigeria, that is where it, and they do it openly, brazenly, and they announce it, they celebrate it. Put them under special, if they pay them more than their regular soldiers, and they push them down to Biafra land. Now it is very clear. And you cannot close the truth for too long. You cannot close the truth. And I pray that the resurface of this man will mark the beginning of the end of Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
As the United States is gearing up to open up the can of worm, it is going to happen sooner than we expect. And I bet you it is going to be a different ballgame. So now let us listen to Gentle, a part of his video that I was able to get along. Let us listen to what he has to say on that video. Then we can go from there.
And also, I want to appreciate Biafrans. Mandi mere Mandi Gorofo, in which I know, and that from the results. Because I know that in any atom of something like this, there must be the ones that will hate you, and there must be the one that like you. Definitely. So I want to tell Biafrans today that the poison that we ate, we have succeeded. We are alive today. And that's why I'm coming up, because I believe that when the Truth is Power was telling Biafrans, addressing Biafrans, that very soon as possible that I will come up to address Biafrans, I believe that many couldn't believe it. Even when Jamaica himself came up with voice and later made a broadcast, live broadcast, people doubted it. On my own, many might doubt it, because for those that have been spreading the news that I am a dead person, that all of us B44 with the triple generals, with some of the major generals in 40 state of Biafra that ate the poison together with us. I know today that many could believe, many may not believe. Many may say AI. No, this is me, Gentle the Yahoo, Onyezoku in Biafra land. We are not you. Here am I, and this place is a place I got my recovering. And here am I today, which I won't mention name. But I strongly believe that the God in heaven and the gods of the land must bless the Odogu that God used to heal me and also heal other generals. You get? So I want to appreciate him one more time for his efforts. And I want Biafrans to appreciate our people in Calabar, because we are everywhere. I don't want to talk much on that. Now, I want to say this. Ima, asi na onye chọrọ igbu nwa nkịta ya, ọ chọọ aja aha, were ba nwa nkịta ya tupu ọ chụọ ya ka o gbuo. Man, I thank God, this one made known to all Biafrans. I was in a sick bed when they threw allegation on me. When I was struggling to survive for the poison that they gave to us by the people of the people, which I am going to narrate the story on my next coming back to address the entire world. So I just came up today with few things to tell Biafrans for them to celebrate that all their prayers has been answered and Biafra is here, whether they like it or not. That Biafra is here. And also to debunk the 3 men that was shot to death, that they throw the allegation that they said that it's me. I am not the one. And I am still repeating myself, I am not the one that killed the 3 people. And I want Biafrans to investigate this thing that I'm saying properly, because this has been a very big problem that we are having. After the Kobo boys caught one guy that has a mark with 2 of his friends. They shot 3 of them to death, throwing allegation on the other boy that he is my man, he's one of my guys. That is why they killed him. That is why they killed him. That is why they killed the 3 men. And they tagged my voice on that video. What evidence do they have? Someone that is struggling to survive in a sick bed, throwing allegation on somebody that can't even talk. My breathing then was so critical. But then we are still throwing allegation on top of my head. So I came up today, the same way I debunked the incident that happened at Izog. And I am still saying it today and tomorrow. I am not involved and I am not included. And I don't know where they plan it. I don't know how they plan it. And I don't know the people that did the massacre in Arondi Izog. Till today, I am still in it. Oh, na marakwa here banyere here Izog massacre. Man Biafra. I am still taking this oath. But it's quite unfortunate that this idiot that calls himself Ebe Kuodike Aririakaria is still deceiving the people of Arondi Izog today. I am not surprised. I am not surprised, but Ubojakoko, Oyadika Marajuabo, and Abachos I agree my. That one, by the way. Secondly, please, Finland, this one is coming directly to your table. I believe that by now, you people would have find out all the things that has happening. Now they throw allegation that Simon Ekpan was the one that commenced sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu was the one that commenced sit at home. Finland, please, release Simon Ekpan before it will be too late for you people. And I want the international community to investigate Finland properly. Because I strongly believe that Finland government, the Finnish government, has a very concrete agreement, a planned deal with Nigerian government. That business centers area that calls themselves a country. Your own citizen that you know too well, that have been a military, a former military in your own country. Your own citizens that is into politics in Finland, you know too well, because of money. Didn't you think very well? The oil that they are using to fight against Biafrans, who's people that have it? Can't you reason? Don't you believe that tomorrow we might go into deal with you tomorrow because of the oil? Okay, in that business country that calls themselves a Nigeria, there is a gold in the north. And the Boko Haram, Iswam, ISIS, they occupy that area by all those caliphates. And just because of the oil we have in that land, southeast, everyone is making use of it. Biafrans, can't we reason? Igbos, can't we reason? Even if I thought you say you are not a Biafran, thank God we all are Igbos. But Igbos, can't we reason? Can't we come to our normal senses? What is our problem? Why we are why we are behaving as if we have the brain, while we don't have the brain? Why can't we come together? The time is now. Let Igbos come together. Let us fight this fight once and for all. Finland, I am alive. Remember, that Nigerian government have come to you people. They have been telling you people since that they have caught Gentle the Yahoo, that I have vomited a lot of atrocities committed by the Simon Ekpa and your citizen. Now here am I. Where are the truths? Where are the truths? Where the truth is? The truth, where is the truth? These are the country you are having a deal with, plan deal with. These are the same country that are using you to jail your own citizen. And stop. Can't you reason? I thought you said you are a wise man. Release your citizen. Release Simon Ekpa. He did nothing to these people. I am alive. I am not dead. I am not in their dungeon. I am not in their dungeon. They cannot hold me. They can't hold me. They can't tamper me. I am above them. I am above them. Rather, I will be the one to hold them. They cannot hold me. They can't hold me. Who they think they are? If not because of the longer throat of our people. If it's not because of our own people. Who is Nigeria to tamper Biafrans?
So we have had him. We'll stop it here. We have had Gentle. He has made a point, a kind of a welcome speech and all that. And I think the speech he made is just very clear and direct. The most important thing is that he called for that unity. And as I have always been saying, let that be unity of purpose. Let us focus on the purpose that will brought us. Every one of us have area of call. If you are called on defense, focus on defense and defend the Biafra land. If you're doing any diplomatic move, whether in the open or in the secret, continue to do it. If you are in the media, focus on propagating the cause of Biafra and present Biafra as the remedy to the whole world. Let us look away from attacking each other or painting each other black or red or blue. That is one thing I will not be involved in. I don't care who you are. Maybe as long as you are a Biafran, and you are doing something that is positive to Biafra, when I see your message or I see your video, definitely I'm going to play it on my platform. The only time I get mad is when I see you going against Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nandekano, just like this lady is doing. Neka, whatever they call her. When you do any video that I see that is detriment to Biafra, is pulling us down, causing confusion and division among us, that is where I lose it. And when I come, definitely I'm going to call you out and I'm going to speak about it. But from the statement, the message he just made is just very clear. And there's no doubt. Thank God they have survived the poison. We had it when they were poisoned and how they went through it and all that. And by the special grace of Chukwu, they are alive and well. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. Gentle spoke well. He spoke very directly. And everything he said is just truth, straight up. He challenged Biafrans, regardless the part of Biafra, whether coastal region, whatever. People need to begin to use their brain because this system in Nigeria is not just divide and rule, but exploitation of Biafrans. The natural resources that sustain, that keep the country going is coming from Biafra land, both southeast and south-south. These are Biafra land, the oil and gas and the rest of it, The one they have in their place is exclusive to them alone. But the one in Biafra land is for everybody. So these are facts, what he's saying. Unfortunately, there are people, because of their personal interest, like Asari Dokubo and many others, they don't care about the generality of their people. Because if they do, they will not align with the caliphate, So they will be interested in seeing their place and their people enjoy the benefit of their God-given natural resources. But all what they want is to have it to themselves and load it on every other. Let every other person become like a servant. This is what they do. And that is bad. So that is what Gentle is appealing to, for Biafran to wake up Just wake up, for Christ's sake. You can't have these things in your backyard. It's your backyard, it's your environment that is being polluted and destroyed, yet you don't have the benefit. They just give crump. The Fulani gives crump to you people. So I'm really, is in a way, it's shameful that our people in coastal region, they have to, at some point, they have to begin to come to the realization that guys like Asarudo Kubo has to be taken out one way or the other. They cannot be on his side because he doesn't care about them. We know what he does in that coastal region, Asarudo Kubo, you know. So the only area where I will advise Jen to not to go into is when he talked about Udele. Udele is a cursed human being. You know, Chineke Abuala ya ono. Or when I saw him yesterday, the video of him, you know, he's a dead man already. Forget that he's still walking around. All the evil he has plotted against Biafrans, against Ndi Igbo. I don't know if he's genuinely an Igbo person, but whatever, I know that they will all come back to haunt him, and he's haunting him already. He's not looking good at all, and slowly and surely the gods of our land will befall him. They will definitely befall him. He has not only said so many things, you know, against Ndi Igbo, against Biafran, but he has committed, he has physically gone out of his way to do things that are detrimental. Therefore, he will never go unpunished. So when he asked him, like a challenge sort of, we know that one-on-one or like physically or just on a neutral ground, they don't stand a chance. But the thing is that Udele is working.
That's why I did that because he doesn't deserve that advertisement.
Yeah, Udele is working with the terrorist Nigerian government and the terrorist Igbo politicians who have sold their birthright to the caliphate. These are facts, my brother. These are just pure facts. So if Udele will come to Biafra land, he's not going to just come on his own or come with his boys. No, he will be backed up by the terrorist Nigerian Fulani terrorist soldiers. We know that, okay? So somewhere along the environment, wherever he will be, they will be around there because they know that they will come for him. So the government, the terrorist Nigerian government, will back him up, give him soldiers that will kind of guide and protect him. We saw that with Ikengi Uragu. You remember when he came, he was being he had the zoo escort and police and the rest of it. So let him forget about Udele. When the time is right, they will all pay dearly all the evil they've committed against, whether they are people or they are not Igbo, whatever. But for sure, they've trespassed. You know, they've really committed sacrilege, and they will pay at some point. You know, Nnamdi Kanu is an honest man. All what he live and dream is to see his people, Biafrans, regardless of region or wherever to be free people and be able to live your normal life. That is what he committed his life into. Okay? So, and as for the Nigerian government, I've never been so sure that Nigeria is finished. It's done. It's just a matter of time. It's finished. You know, I remember some years back when I used to appear on the Van Vam's video show. I told him that, look, that Nigeria, they've committed the worst blunder you can ever imagine. That Nigeria was like somebody who goes into the farm to fetch firewood, and he fetched ant-infected one and bring it home. So he's not gonna know peace. So that is exactly what happened when they went out to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and brought him into Nigeria. And bro, trust me, that from the time they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu till this day as we speak, Nigeria has been going down and down and down. It has been a downward spiral from then, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out with Biafran flag. I told Van, I said, look, that these guys, they don't know what, if they know anything, if they just have any idea, they should let this man go. It's like, again, something is completely on your neck and you won't let go. Well, you're going to get drawn at some point. You will get strangulated at some point. They don't know what they did and what they are doing by keeping Nnamdi Kanu there. I measure steps and events from that time to today, Nigeria, if you have to kind of calculate how things have been turning out in Nigeria, you will see that every day is down. Is destruction all the way. It's now global. Everybody is talking about. Oh my God.
I think he has a call. I think Christian has a call. So as we are saying, that response where he talked about Udele, I think I saw that part, but I didn't. That guy, he doesn't deserve our attention because he's somebody who is gone already and gone for good. Sometimes when we talk about these people, they only get their visibility from our speech. When you mention them, then people begin to search them and they begin to get relevant. That is why most time I ignore those idiots. I don't even pay attention to what they say because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really no normal human being can agree with what they say. The only people that still believe them and share their videos are those who feel that it serves their selfish interests of the hatred against Biafrans. Just because of that hatred, they feel that, okay, that is the only way they can be able to continue to push their evil agenda. But no matter what happens, every one of us, we have to remain very, very strong. Remain strong in whatever you are doing, in whichever area that you are serving the Biafran people. Continue to serve. Continue to serve and don't get discouraged. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, under whichever umbrella they come, you must remain strong and remain consistent in your defense to Biafra. And there is nothing that is going to push us back. There's nothing that is going to distract us. Whichever area you know you can serve the nation Biafra, every one of us should focus and serve. Serve as much as you can. Continue to serve. This is not a time to begin to argue or call names. It is time to focus. The call that Martin Nandekano made is a call that everybody must heed onto. That call is very critical. And while he is there, he has never antagonized anybody or to distance himself from anybody that is genuinely seeking for Biafra, except for those who have been exposed completely, who have shown by themselves that they are ineffective and they are working with the caliphate, which all of us can see. For those who have gone to that extent, he disassociated with them, like those members of the DOS that we know that he has distanced himself from completely. He has said it and he has acted it out. So for every other one of us out there, whichever area you are serving, continue to serve and do your best. And I believe that Chukwu Okuka Abiyama will continue to lead us until we get to our destination. Coach Ux, you are there. Coach Ux, unmute yourself and take the mic. Coach Ux, if you are still there. If you're there, Coach Ux, take the mic and let's hear you.
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Mazi. The guy that you're even talking about, which is with Ijele, or what do you call your name? That man is just a second version of Lai Mohammed in Nigeria. Biafrans not even supposed to talk anything about him at all.
He doesn't deserve it at all.
Because the counter protest that they always used to do, if you even check Marcel, they haven't didn't know to shed much because they have seen the kind of human being it is. Not going in form of open cookies. It's just a dead corpse walking. And that is what is present now. Even though you even see him, you will even know that this guy is not within right senses. Because just take a look. When Nigeria government leaves him, let me just say, he didn't come out from prison that moment. Just take the former picture as of that time with now. You're going to see that there is big changes. And at the same time, Biafrans all over the world, most especially our gallant men that just come out, that just surfaced now. Chukwu Okikabiyama has given you people the second chance to do that thing that you people know how to do. Because if you people stand with clean hands, if you people stand to fight for the land of Biafrans. We know right and sure that that land is going to protect you people. It's going to protect you people. Because Chukwu Okike might know the reason why. Upon not everybody is going to eat poison and going to survive it. Not everybody. It's only by grace of Chukwu Okike. And that God that gives you that second chance. This is time for you people to use it wisely. To do that thing that Chukwu Okike has created you people to come and do. Ikonso is where it is today. And Biafrans is remembering him. And we still remember Douglas Street in Imo State. Every one of us still remember where Mazin Namdekan declared that street is going to change from Douglas Street to Ikonso Street. It's a legacy. It's because of he keep his hand clean. That's the reason why Mazin Namdekan will make that proclamation. And we know that in a due time, that name is going to manifest in Biafra land. And we are putting it to you people as we speak now. It also has fight like a gallant man. And this is time for you people to stand on that legacy of Ikonso. So that if we're going to remember every one of you. And this is the time. Just forget that thing that Mazin Namdekan said before he went in. He said that thing that you know. Here we marry Gadi and make a Biafra and wish. Go ahead and do it. And this is the time. Don't look the face of anybody. Because Nigeria government, they have bring a lot of money. You still remember that money that Mazin Namdekan talk about? They are ready to spend it. And that is their work that Soludo is doing in Anambra State today. That chaos that Soludo wanted to cause, that is what he's planning to do. So that the Ganja they will get the space, they will get the chance to enter Biafra land. Because they have seen Egwuna Kahana Abaji now. Tinubu going to Turkey is because they have seen the United States and Prime Minister of Israel, their focus now is in Iran. And we know in a due time, after Iran is Nigeria, they are coming down to Nigeria. They want to use that remaining space. That is why Shegumi has given them the order, has given Tinubu the order to go and sign military deal with Turkey. And for them to come and maneuver the whole Biafrans. That is their plan. But a little push from you people, you guys, a little push from genuine Biafrans in homeland, you're going to scare all those people away. They're not going to guide the mind to enter Biafra land. And that's thing that people know how to do. This is the time. I pray that people are going to direct in a way. Because not everything we are going to see in social media. Likewise, the gallant men as well. It's not everything you people do. If you're going to showcase the social media. There is some things need to be hide. I pray that people can go the direction and steps. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother, Coach Hooks. Thank you for that amazing statement. You have spoken well. And just like every other person, that is what we are saying. Everybody should be focused on his or her own department and do what you know you can do best for our freedom. Because the opportunity that we have been waiting for is right before us. We are the only one can destroy that opportunity if care is not taken, and we are the only one that is going to make that opportunity effective. So every one of us should focus on that opportunity. Whatever you know you can do on yourself, on your own department, to see that things are moving. Don't expect exaltation, don't expect any praises, don't expect anything. Just go ahead and give that your little effort. By the time every department is busy on their own side, every group is busy on their own side, focusing on that very unity of purpose, you are going to wake up and you realize that that thing that seems impossible has taken care of itself. And that is it. That thing you think it is impossible, that they can't do it, that thing they say we cannot do, you will just discover that it has taken care of itself. Chukwu Okike Abiama have done the major aspect of our restoration. The major aspect. And the way I'm seeing it, Biafra is going to come without even firing a shot. It is going to come. That is why every one of us has to be very careful what you are doing. You have to be very careful the department where you belong. You have to be very careful. Any section where you are playing your own role, be very careful. So you don't become a problem instead of a solution. You don't become a problem instead of a solution, because the whole world is watching. They are watching us, they are observing us, they are going through our messages. Sometimes when we come here, you will see only one or two people. You think that people are not watching. There are people who are not Biafran that are observing us. They are observing, and they are following up in every single thing we do and say. They are keeping records. They are taking records. They are keeping data. So we must be very busy in all our departments, presenting Biafra as a solution, just like my sister Maneko said, that Biafra is the only remedy. You don't just say Biafra is the only remedy and you go to sleep. You have to show the world that truly, that Biafra is the remedy. You have to show it in your work. You have to show it in your action. You have to show it in your daily activities. Whatever you do has to show that Biafra is the only remedy. And let me tell you, at this point in time, it is already on the table, but not signed and sealed. It is your attitude, my attitude, our behavior that will make it signed and sealed, and there will be no going back. They are still watching you and I. They are observing all our activities. Everything we do, they observe it. You might not know. You think you are the only one there. You think nobody's watching you. You think nobody's watching. They are watching you closely. They are observing you. They are checking you out in every single thing you do. Every movement you make, they are watching you. They are observing. So we need to be very careful what we say, what we do. Give your support. Wherever you think that you believe that this is the right path to go and it is working for you, you don't have to spend your energy. The energy we use to fight for Biafra, use it to fight against your brother and sister. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Many people have done it in the past, and today their case is different. I want to play a video that will show you. You will see Asere Dokubo when he was young, how Asere Dokubo was talking about Nigeria. When Asere Dokubo was gallant, not this pig you see now, when he was gallant. I want you to watch this video.
Nigerian youth, wake up! Wake up, Umu Asankwa! This country don't they go small.
Sorry,
this country don't they go small, Umu Asankwa! Wake up, Nigerian youth!
This is not the video.
Mugu! Umu Azishmael! Umu Azishokoso! Ndiala! Umu Asankwa! Wake up, Nigerian youth, Ndiala!
It's Bundiala. But this is not the video I'm looking for. Let me look for the video that I'm searching for. So I'm looking for a particular video of Asere Dokubo when he was still young and vibrant. You're welcome back, bro. Christian, you're welcome back.
Yeah, man's choosing there. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, if someone comes in, like, because I've been in now for a few. I mean, but how is it YouTube that signals you? Did you see it on the? How does it? I don't know. I'm just asking. How do you know when somebody comes in?
Once you come in, there will be a notification, and you will be in the room. Then I will be the one to bring you in the room.
Because the thing is that for some minutes now I've been around, but
what happens
just,
sometimes, when you are speaking, you'll be carried away. My eye will not even go on the room. Once I look at the room, I see somebody.
Okay, I was also thinking that maybe in the sometimes mischievousness they might be able. That is like maybe YouTube or some of these social. They might like suppress it, like not let you have the signal or show the person. Can they do that? Do you know?
Yeah, sometimes they do that, but what they will do is that they will not even allow you to come in.
Oh, really?
Sometimes they will hinder you from coming in. They can hinder you from coming in. They can stop you from getting the notification. Or sometimes you will not even, when you log, like some people who doesn't know how to come in. When you come in, they will lock up your audio, and if your audio is not on, I cannot be able to bring you in.
Well, you see, obviously, these new Gen Zs, and they can do anything when it comes to technology and social media. Because like that yesterday, I was there throughout, and I just could not. It didn't pump up. You didn't see. So, but anyway, yeah. So, like I was saying before I got the call, I think I was talking about Mazen Namdekano. So obviously, yeah, this is going to lead to the destruction of the zoo, and we only just have to continue to thank Chuko Gabema and do the best we can. Anybody trying to stop the movement of God is wasting his or her own time, because you can't stop it. You absolutely cannot stop it. Not to go too further apart, but yesterday I saw Dr. Katch. You must know him. He comes usually on Precious Saying's program. And so for the first time, also, what he said was, for me, that really shows you that, yes, more like crossing of the Rubicon. There's no way back for Nigeria. Absolutely no way back. It's gone. It's just, again, a matter of time, because as we speak now, stuffs are being cooked up, in the international stage about what is coming next. So we just have to keep the momentum going, So he was telling the lady that he is optimistic, usually an optimistic person by nature, that Nigeria is going to be okay. But it's just that was the boat that he used, that it might just be the Nigeria whereby every region will have their independence and go their separate ways. We'll still be in OAU or EU, whatever, and just like the rest of international organization within Africa, within West Africa or wherever, but every country. So, but that word was like some kind of body blow to the lady, because they are one Nigerianese. She's not bad. She is not bad as a person, but it's obvious that she's a one Nigerianese. Even the Katch himself is a one Nigerianese, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But reality is beginning to dawn on everybody.
Frank himself, Frank that is in the US crying, is he not the one Nigerianist?
Exactly. You see what I mean?
He never believed that he one day call for division.
Exactly. So this is the thing, what, like I said, what God have decided and sealed, it's just a matter of time we see it happening, and that's what's going to happen, because there's no alternative, no solution to the problem, because the problem won't even go away. It's not going to go away. This caliphate, their mind is made. They've made their decision. They don't believe in fair play. They don't believe in a fair, equal playing ground, except they keep you subjugated. Except that, that was a wonderful program yesterday to even remind you. Maybe you might want to visit it at some point. They played. They spoke. They talked about Ahmadu Bello. The Ahmadu Bello guy. The things he said, that this whole thing, this mindset.
On which channel was that?
You know that lady from Rivers State, those Igbo Rivers people, Precious, you don't know her?
I know, okay, no, yeah, I've been hearing of that Precious, but I've not, I think I've come across her videos, but I've not really checked on her platform. I will check it out.
Yeah, because we talked about it maybe yesterday or a few days ago that that is what Lol Onneka should have been doing, like go and create our own platform, right? So like Precious saying. So that was really very, like I said, the volume was not too clear or too audible. There's an Hausa guy that phoned him from United States and that was just explaining in details how the Hausas were completely overwhelmed and they ran them. You know, it's just crazy. And this Precious was like, I don't know how old she is, where do they live, that they don't know that these things have been brewing all along. Or maybe because maybe she's the interviewer, she's acting surprised, as if she doesn't know, as if she lives in a planet Mars. This guy, this whole thing has been...
Somebody who has worked in media, who is in media, you tell me...
A journalist, and she's a journalist, well-read too, and she has traveled to an extent. But again, I think, yeah, it's pretext because they were talking about Ahmadu Bello, that this whole thing have started many, many decades, if not centuries ago. You know, this mindset, how they were going to use the minority in the North, right?
Yes.
And yeah, how they were going to turn the South into it's just crazy, bro. So again, these are some of the things, and she even made reference to the fact that the media in Nigeria, they are complicit in it, because these are some of the things they should be playing, they should be talking about it, so that people will know. But you know what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you know, even Kulo Lawumi, few years back, was telling everybody that this is what is going on because he's an insider. But you know what? The media, they just shut it down. They don't want to talk about it. But what happened is this plan of the caliphate, they begin to implement it. It begin to happen. That is where we are today, because nobody try to speak about it in order to mitigate it, and it becomes a situation where whatever the Fulani want, Fulani get. And we are there now. Look at where we are. They said now that the INEC guy, you know, has to go. This is what they said. That is how they told Jonathan to relieve Ihejirika, and Jonathan complied. And they told Tinubu now to go to Turkey and sign an agreement, and Saudi Arabia, and Tinubu complies. You know, and now they've told him to sack the new INEC guy that he put there, that he will not be. So he will, like I said, whatever they want, they get. And this whole thing, and there's a guy yesterday, also, because I had time yesterday, I looked into Kai TV. And I saw a brother who was talking about Nnamdi Azikiwe. You know, in some sense, he was right, but in some not. He was also embellishing some of the things he was talking about, because Azikiwe did not, he's just one of those who succumbed to the Fulani blackmail. And that is what the effect is, what some of us, especially in Igbo, what we are suffering in Nigeria today. But this brother tried to downplay it, saying that Azikiwe was one of the, in fact, he said Azikiwe was the reason why about 4 countries recognized Biafra during the Nigerian Biafran Civil War. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So, bro, so this is audio, my brother. But let's just follow and watch this. Otherwise, I will just keep going, you know. Audio.
It's just like, you know, people like to tell history to deceive themselves and confuse themselves. Every one of us knew that at the beginning of the Civil War, even before the Civil War started, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was on the same side with Demon Begojukwu.
Yeah.
They were all on the same time. But all this quest of leadership, at a stage, he felt that Ojukwu is too young to be the leader.
Uh-huh.
And he turned around 100%. He turned 360 degrees.
Degree against him. But leadership is not about age.
That is it. You know, in Africa, they will tell you respect your leader. Even when your leader is peeing on your head, remember,
yeah.
Your leader.
Yeah.
When your leader is misbehaving, don't say anything. Oh, he's your leader. You don't talk to elders anyhow.
That is the problem with African people for the most part.
They forget that even foolish people grow old. Idiots grow old too.
You know, leadership is if God has positioned you for some reason to lead your people, you have to abide. You have to support. Come in there and support for the good of the generality. This is what happens. And then Kanu is about my age, We are almost, I think, the same birthdays, more or less. Or even someone else, but if God has placed you in that strategic position to lead your people, then it's incumbent upon everybody to give them that support. Because at the end, it's for the good of everybody. So that is what happened. I've had this story. This thing you talked about now. I've had in some years past that everything was okay, but that leadership
was okay. In the first place, that idiot I was saying that in Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was advocating for Biafra. He had that international backup to make that, and he was advocating. And when he began to demand for the leadership, he found out that being in Nigeria will place him in a better leadership than being in Biafra.
You see?
He chose Nigeria.
Selfishness. Mm-hmm.
Because Ojukwu refused to step down.
Okay.
And we are at war. At that period of time, it is only Ojukwu that can be able to handle at that time. A military man. Well, it's a war situation. He couldn't be able to get ground for Ojukwu. That is that problem for our people, Igbo people.
Yeah. Yeah, if not be me, no go. If no, it not go be anybody else. That is a danger. That is a very, very serious issue that is going to have to be tackled. Maybe from grassroots to begin to teach our generation coming that is not how it works. You can support. You don't always have to be at the top. You don't always have to be the leader. Make room for those who are in the right position to lead it. Give them support for the good of all. So that is that.
He said he chooses a leader, and he knows why he chooses a leader. Most of us are Christians. We are Christians in Biafra land. When David was choosing, David or Moses, among his brothers, he is the smallest. David
that was David.
The youngest.
Yeah.
They left all the giants and all the mighty ones, and they choose him. Of course, we still saw that very envy and jealousy that came up.
Yeah.
The same thing happened to Joseph also.
Yeah.
Envy and jealousy, and they sold him out.
Oh, Diego.
Even because we read this story, the same story is repeating itself again. In this present day life, it's still repeating.
It's happening live. It's happening. So when I don't know that you saw that this thing I'm talking about yesterday. This brother was trying to embellish because that's how I see it. Because I've seen a video also where Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was in London, before the war, and he has so much influence. He was such a recognizable figure that he could have just, you know what I mean? He would have just sealed it.
He studied in the UK and he
all over the world.
And they even blackmail. It was even the blackmail of the UK that made him to hands off completely.
Exactly. Even at the United States.
It was they blackmailed him.
Yeah. The whole world, he was recognized globally. So if he has stood on a particular distance, it would have made it easier. But rather, I saw a video of him referring to Ojukwu as a rebel, right? So I saw a video of him calling Ojukwu a rebel. So you can't turn around, try to tell me that Azikiwe this and this. No. We don't play that game. If there's something.
Even if you look at it foundationally, if you look at the people who are the foundation of the problem, Azikiwe was foundation of the problem because of that mentality of you're on top.
Yeah.
You just want to remain that on top. And British were playing on his intelligence and he was falling for them.
Yeah, exactly.
After all, this caliphate didn't want to go with us for independence. They said they are not ready.
Yeah.
They said we can go. They are not ready. They will stay with British.
Yeah.
Even Awolowo was ready to go, was telling Zeke, let us go.
Yeah.
But Zeke was
looking at the
because he grew up in the north, in Zengebe.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up in the north.
He was always looking out for his personal, should I say, aggrandizement. How, and that's a very dangerous role to play. But anyway, we are saying it, we have to say it because history, if you don't know where you are coming from, you won't know where you're going. So we have to talk about these things for the generation to come, So, but it has happened. We have to, move on and try to do better. But it's a serious issue that will have to be dealt with because, again, when I came to London in 2014, I think that was when I knew Nnamdi Kanu, so not too long ago. But then I met some of the Biafrans, IPOB, and some of them, the things we are saying, the level of disparagement. And I sat back and I was like, why are they so much after this guy? The things they said, but I have to find out myself. So I mingle with some of them. Some have gone back to Spain. Some they came from Spain and they were in the EU, in London, but the things they were saying. But I discovered that everything they were saying was just a kind of either personal issue or people who feel like, who is it to be the leader? Sort of, that I should be the leader. But you ask yourself, are you really have you got what it takes? Can you deliver? You don't have it. So why? So this is like carry all these ones. They want to be the leader. What quality do you have?
The same thing made them to hate Master Simon Ekpa when they don't even have the credibility that Master Simon has.
Exactly. So this is a problem. This is a problem. You may have money, you may have the money, but it doesn't necessarily mean that because you have the money that you will be the leader. You can support and you will be acknowledged by Biafrans for your contributions, but you don't always have to be the leader because you may have the money, but you don't have the other requirement, right? It could be academics, it could be technical, whatever. Just name it. So, but this is the thing about Odiego, my brother, Odiego.
That is the problem. It's just like Wazirike now and Mazin Nandekano. Maybe tomorrow, when after finally we will now got to Biafra, somebody will be writing a history and say, yes, Wazirike was the one who started and he supported Biafra. Why do we ignore him? And begin to compare him with Mazin Nandekano.
Exactly. You took this from my mouth. Yesterday I was thinking on this same direction that look, maybe by the grace of God, when we now sort of, make our way through Chukwuka, everything is done and somebody will come and tell us, hey, that Peter Obi, that this party played, blah blah blah. When we know that he came out to tell us that Biafra is dead. How do you reconcile that? Somebody, some decade away, some century or whatever, because it's long gone, and somebody will come and try to rewrite.
People write their own history to favor him.
They try to rewrite history to tell us that Uchemo for this and that. But when so this is what is going on. Let nobody try and to rewrite. Odiego, my brother.
That is important. That is why it is good to keep record. All these videos we are making, talking and speaking.
Very good.
We are gone. Some people will come across it.
100%. 100%.
Look at the people who were there. Then look at what they said. Look at what they said.
Yeah.
They were part of the agitation. Look at the betrayal. Look at this.
Exactly.
Because some people just come now because they want to favor one person. They write their own history. They tell you, oh, it was Wazirike that was the one who, without him, Biafra would have not even been anywhere. He's the one who pushed it. And Mazin Nandekano only ended it. Some will come and tell you, oh, it was just Mazin Nandekano and he did it. Some will tell you that no, there was nobody like Mazin Simon Ekpa. He was not even in the picture at all. He didn't do anything. They will just write different things and keep for themselves.
Yeah. So, like you said, that is why it's good to keep record because people will always want to, paint a different picture. I saw 1 Yoruba guy, a general, during the Civil War, one Alabi, something like that,
I think I've watched the video also. Yeah.
I saw it on Obilo, something.
Obilo,
I don't know.
I've seen it.
That Obilo, is he a Biafran? Do you think he's a Biafran?
Of course, he's a Biafran. He's from Biafra land.
Okay, well, my take on that, what I take from that interview was that the Yoruba guy, he was just, again, trying to narrate it to suit his own agenda because he was trying to, but it's so unfortunate because we grew up to read some of the things that happened. We read some of the role the British played, but he never acknowledged it. How
that man, that Alabi is a mischievous man.
Very mischievous. Yeah. Very mischievous. How the Afghan soldiers, they were not able to do this, how they were this and this, but forgetting that the British, with their sophistication, they play a very major role in that war. And not only did they play it, they got other nations, other superpowers to help them to crush Biafra.
Absolutely. That is the video I watched because there he was basically blaming the Biafrans for creating division among themselves. That they didn't carry the other people in the different area.
That's the reason why they remove history.
That is why they remove history. That's why they remove history. Do you know that? Do you know that even the coup that 1966 coup till this day, the
They are
media,
still denying it
all
that
of
they are still existing.
yeah,
I saw one arguing with that Obilo in his program.
yeah. So not until for some reason, after many decades, Babangida came and described it for what it is. That was a true picture of what happened. That these guys were revolutionary. They were just
But my
bunch
brother,
of
do you know they are still opposing
Even,
it, even after
even up to now, they never
yeah,
believe what Babangida
yeah,
writes. They never believe it.
it's-
They are still
yeah,
Babangida
calling
was an
Igbo
actor.
coup.
He was part of it. Oh. He was an actor. He
yes,
was involved to make this thing happen. And
yes.
he's telling you the story, and you are still arguing.
You are still arguing, yeah. You know. So the thing, my brother, history is very good. But like Coach you said, yeah, they remove it so that they can, turn things upside down. And for many decades, that was the impression that Igbo. Now there's the coup they say they attempted against Tinubu, Northerners, but you not hear them describe it as Northern coup. Aha. And the other two from South, we don't know who they are. Where are they from? So this whole Nigeria is a fraud, big time fraud.
If one Igbo man has been in that coup, it will be a different.
Yeah.
It will be a different.
Can I Jehovah? Because it's overwhelming. The whole thing is overwhelming. But with God, we will overcome. I think we are overcome already. Because Nigeria, my goodness, hey.
Nigeria is sitting on a time bomb.
Yeah.
Trying to explode.
Just as we are speaking, my brother Christian, when we were talking about these people that are telling you the miracle that Dr. Nanda did, now still take it to Asare Dokubo. Do you know that Asare Dokubo fought for Biafra? Asare Dokubo even declared the Biafra, and he was the Biafran president.
Of course. Yeah.
I want to play video. And when some people are writing history now, when Biafra come tomorrow, they are going to write history in his favor, telling you the role he played.
Exactly. Forgotten. They will now try to forget or cut away the destruction he brought. Yeah. Yeah.
Now look at this video. Look at this video of Asare Dokubo. Look at him. When he was young and gallant.
There are no Nigerians. We have Ijaw people, we have Efik people, we have Yorubas, we have Hausas. We have different nationalities. So we cannot make a constitution for ourselves, for non-existent people. There is nobody called Nigerian. We are different nations that were brought together, tinkered together by the British colonialists. We want Nigeria to disintegrate. Nigeria is a false creation. It's not natural. It should disintegrate naturally, like Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, and the former Soviet Republic.
I found his words ominous. When the eastern state of Biafra tried to break away 35 years ago, it led to civil war. 1 million people died.
Yeah. Yeah. It was after this they put eye on him, the caliphate, with their usual, conspirators, to make him what he is today. An agent of the caliphate. That's what he is today. I'm telling you. And I always say it, our people in the coastal region, they will be better off to come to the realization that this guy is their enemy in the coastal region. Because Biafrans are Biafrans, regardless. And Asare Dokubo is agent. Today he comes out, he always pretending and always changing his position. But the bottom line is that he is the agent of the caliphate. They are using him to push Islamization that will come with Islamization, and they will subjugate you, and you will no longer be whom you are. That is what is going on. How do you go?
This our brother Gentry. He makes it clear to them now. If anybody that call himself Igbo Muslim, if they catch you,
yeah.
If they catch you, they'll take your fuck up.
Yeah, bro.
I saw that part of the video also, and I have a reason for not playing that part.
I know. But you know that maybe yesterday or 2 days ago we talked about it. I personally expressed my dismay on the fact that just right on our nose, this caliphate, they are using some of our people to groom, and to breed the Amajiris, potential potential would-be terrorists, this is what is going on. Going from place to place, brainwashing children. We cannot allow that to happen. We just cannot allow that to happen. If somebody, a grown person, decides to be whatever you want to be, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. But for children, innocent children are being manipulated, reciting Quran and shaking their head like those madrasas. That is dangerous. We cannot accept that. We cannot. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. You really understand why I didn't play that video. If it's for us, when we discuss as civilians, we give our point and we give our point on the basis of human rights and everything. We focus on that while we give our point. But when a military man on the uniform on the ground speaks, it's a different ballgame. So, by certain times when they make some statement, we don't need to publicize it. We just
exactly.
Discussion
like cover. Let's see.
Every time we have been that. There's nothing that people, Muslims, and whatever. We don't have such a thing. So that's what we're saying. It's not everything that we publicize. Even then, there are certain things they just go ahead and take action without. But we, as the civilians that are speaking online, we must respect the human right and everything because of the state we are now. There are certain things we don't have to talk about.
Yeah, because Massachusetts, that like United States or Israel in particular, when you see the level of hatred and terrorism that this Hamas, they bring upon Israel, it stems from what they are trying to do or what they are doing in Igbo land. Children, they are teaching them from childhood how to hate Israel.
Yes.
So you don't allow that. If you do, it will be like a ticking bomb that at some point. So, like I said, if grown-up people want to convert to whatever they want to convert, it's up to them. But if you are going to exploit children, teaching them madrasa, like what I saw in a video, no normal Biafran or Igbo politician should allow that. Let these children grow. Let them grow. Give them education. You must let them have, because we see in the north, they are deprived of education. They are deprived of a life something that can give them meaningful life moving forward. But rather, they're just teaching them hatred, terrorism. So it's easy for them to recruit and have Boko Haram and ISWAP and the rest of it. So we cannot allow that in Ebola. And like I said, the US or Israel, all this, they will be happy. They will know that we are not ready. We are not going to go trade that part, training our young ones to become Muslims with madrasa, with so much hatred, so to become suicide bomber and stuff like that. We will not allow that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to play the video. This video will go to Mwike and Coach, people who have the mindset of Mwike, that is answering Wike. People who are changing their names and who are denying their Igbo-ness. When you are Igbo, you want me to remind you are an Igbo person. So let us play this one. I think this man has a message also for those of us that are confused.
I was born Nnamdi Michael Isiche. That name depicts I'm Igbo. That's what matters to me. So I could have been given Adebayo or Osaze, then I know that name is related to Supris. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So there's no confusion about it. Delta State gazetted Anyoma people as Igbo. If you go to fill forms in interview, they will ask you, which tribe are you? What do you write? We write Igbo. I have traveled out of the country. I write Igbo tribe. There are 3 basic tribes in Nigeria. The Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Hausas. That's the 3 basic tribes. Every other one, they are regarded as minor tribes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are regarded as minor tribes. I think after that, I think you have the Jaws as the 4th largest ethnic group. Which one do you belong? How do we start creating some splinter, click on? All these things are just politics. People's individual selfish interests trying to oversee collective interests. Let me be very candid with you. There are persons, there are individuals, when people tend to make their personal interests to supersede collective interests, they bring out a lot of things they will bring out. Belushi, if you travel out of Delta State, in Lagos, they will call you Igbo man.
Yeah, Igbo man. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Igbo man.
Afaibo, Kibo, Ashedu. Now, when I see what they do in politics. I don't want to go into the politics of how they treat Igbo people or the conspiracy. No, I don't. But we know it's there. But when they want to give minister, when Unquenchable was giving this thing, they say, it's an Igbo lady now, Okonjo Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, because she's from Ogwashuku.
Yes.
Yeah. But she's not from Call Southeast.
She's not from Southeast.
But she's Igbo. Accept it. Igbo man should accept it. My problem with us, Igbos.
What is the other guy that Buhari gave? He mentioned
Emefiele.
He called Emefiele. He called our brother from
Onitsugbo.
The
one he made minister of petrol, Kachuku. He said these are Igbos. Now, the issue is, the Igbo man across has an issue with us. Yes, but I'm thanking God today, they are realizing that they need to align. That's why I like the Yorubas. There was a conference of Yoruba people, I think in one of these, is it Trinidad and Tobago?
It could be Trinidad
outside Nigeria, in Brazil.
Bahia.
Nobody cared which Yoruba you are. If I go to Onitsha, you see the way the people in Anambra see us. So the factor is with the people in the Southeast, the way they see us. They want to liquidate us as in Yoruba doesn't treat, as long as you are speaking Yoruba, even if you are Brazil, they call you Yoruba. Brazil. Recently, I listened to a Jamaican in the person of Buju Banton. Is it Buju Banton? No? Yeah. Saying that he's Igbo. A Jamaican. He's proud to say, I am Igbo, that the mother gave him Buju. And he tried to relate it how he came. But the Igbo man accept him as Igbo.
Of course,
so the core people must accept this. Okay. I am Igbo. I am Igbo speaking. The government gazette about data Igbo. Data Igbo speaking people are Igbos. Go and check it. It's in the document. You go to River State, they call them Igbo. Today, the chairman of Ghana is in Igbo. It's from River State. There was a time somebody from Delta, presiding of Ogwashuku, was the chairman of Ghana is in Igbo. So what are we talking about? So I deal with my present. And what my present is showing me, because if I start going to the history, then before I know I told Professor Wole Soyinka, he's in that on gray hair. I will put them easy. What I have here is that I'm Nnamdi Isichei Michael Kanfambo. I speak Igbo. I relate more with the Igbos. I see them as my own. And that is why when I talk with them as my brothers. And I tell them to their face, I don't negate it, I'm Igbo. So whether you put me in South, Northwest, I'm Igbo. You put me in North Central, I'm Igbo. But if the opportunity to create an Anoma, my own choice is Anoma State. If the opportunity to create an Anoma is best by going to the Southeast, my dear, we must go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, time not the run out. Thank you very much, Mr. Michael Nnamdi Isichei, medical lab scientist, very dogged personality.
Chelly Belushi, you know why I have issues with talking history? Presently, we have different people saying different things.
That is the problem.
So because documentation has been an African issue. Man know thyself was accredited to Socrates, but is it Socrates that has that dictum? That dictum was in Egypt.
You know what happened?
But because Socrates could write, he documented. If they could only Benin now, Benin will tell you that Igbo came from them. You meet a Yoruba man said they are the fountain of life. Everybody came from Oranio, came from Oduduwa. They go and created. Now, even the starting of life, the scientists say we are Homo sapiens and Homo Guinea. We started from grass changed to this, monkey become this. Christians will say, God created the heaven and earth. So there's always an issue, contention on this origin thing. So that is why I don't jumble into it, because it will kill and waste your time. What I'm saying, the president, meet an American man, the president of America was not originally from US. Go and check out. Good. The parents originated, but meet a Donald Trump now and say, Donald Trump, are you a German or American? Donald Trump will tell you, I'm American. Of course.
But
I was born.
This is just part of what we are discussing now. Go ahead, my brother.
Exactly what we were just discussing, because when people write history, they always write from the angle that favors them, you know. And sometimes that is why it's not good to let people define who you are.
Yes.
You have to be able to, you know, write your own history. Now, what that brother said, I don't know the conclusion of where he started and how he ended the discussion, but obviously, I will say that there's enough blame to go around because having lived it myself, yeah, the seed was sold by the caliphate, the usual Nigerian system, aided tactically, you know, tactically by the British. We know that. If you don't know that, then you need to go and study because the British, you know how I see them when it comes to brain power, right? They are very good. So they knew from day one the potential of the Igbo. They know it. They saw it from afar. And they did everything more like cohesive organization or whatever you want to call it with the Nigerian system because they handed over to the caliphate. They handed Nigeria over to the caliphate. So they were, in other words, also leading and advising them on how to make this system work to their own favor. So they know the potential of Ndigbo and they find a way to not only suppress them, but they divide and rule, chip off, cut off, you know, strangulate, and turn it into what Buhari came out to describe as a dot in a circle, stuff like that, you know. So they created this thing, but the reality is that Ndigbo is one, you know. So, but they did everything. And when you go to like the Anyoma, he said, yeah, there are people there who has, for some reason, they lost their way or they buy into the notion. When they see you, they describe you as Onyibo, sort of. So, and you ask the person, so you know when Ibu's Wonye Fulani, are you Wonye Tangiwabo, Ibu Wonye TV, Kabu Wonye exactly. You know, so that's why I said that there's enough blame to go around. I've also run into some of our Igbo people.
You don't need permission from anybody for you to hear your name.
Yeah. So I will run into some Igbo too who are maybe very small-minded people, and they will tell that we are the original one, we are the real Igbo, whatever. Rubbish. Well, the enemy doesn't care about original one or not original one. When they come in,
no one, you are Igbo. There's nothing like fake or original. It doesn't exist.
When they are coming to take out everybody, you know. So when they went to Asaba massacre people, they did not say that the Asaba people are not the real one or that this. My mom used to tell me the story of Asaba massacre. She survived it just by a whisker. You know, she would have been among the people that were massacred. So obviously, it's good to tell a story and tell a whole of it, not just part way. So there's enough blame to go around. But thank goodness we have people who are doing their best to bring truth to light, like the men and so many other people too. Even in Anyoma, there are young guys too who are doing a great job.
Very busy.
There are lots of them.
You know, this journey of Biafra is division of labor.
100%.
We are very busy on unification of the Igbos across the entire nation.
100%.
They did a great job. Very, very great job.
Yeah, 100%. Because you know what happened is that hatred for Ndigbo, it comes with jealousy, and the hatred is been there from the get-go. That word of Ahmadu Bello when he said that when Ahmadu Bello said that so we have all those videos, you know, when the British guy was asking him about the obsession with Ndigbo. So these are self-indicting, you know. It's not today. Now, it boils down from there down to this day, you still see some people in some group from other minority group who has now believed that for so many reasons put together. One is that if Igbo goes, if Biafra goes, then what happens to them? Where are they going to go? They don't want to be with the Fulani. They know they will be swallowed up, you know. So, and some of them also, they are also not, maybe the trust or the hatred or the envy, whatever it is, they don't want to go with Biafra. But now they kind of made it very clear how everything ought to be, you know. Like the Benin, for example, if they don't want to go with Biafra or Dudua or Arewa or whatever, they can have their own kingdom, like Monaco. But don't think that because you are trapped or because you really don't know where you fall into, therefore we just sacrifice our freedom. No, we're not going to do that. We never, no, we're not going to continue to be the sacrificial lamb, because there are 3 major tribes known in the country that the British created, and that is Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. Odiegu, my brother. Odiegu.
Yeah, that is it. It is amazing because all these issues are just, everything is just happening at the same time. And when those Igbo unification group, we are going around to unify the Igbo speaking Biafrans, I picked interest in it, and it's very interesting. There is one guy that is so dedicated in that very assignment. Very, very dedicated. Moving from one state to the other, up to Kogi. He was in Kogi last. I saw his video in Kogi State. The Igbos in Kogi State. I saw that guy is doing a very, very great job.
Yeah, very laudable movement.
Very laudable. There was a time they wanted to attack him. There was a time they wanted to take him out and all that.
Yeah.
So, all these are very important at this point in time.
Yeah.
So, as the time is right now, it will be very easy. It will be very easy to conduct a referendum, and the area
100%.
It will be very, very easy.
100%.
We are good to go.
Yeah.
So, wherever you are, that is why I say you must choose your own department where you are working. Focus on it. All of us must not be in agitation.
Yeah.
All of us. There are some other people again that are in. There are some group that I know and are in this developing Igbo land infrastructure. Yeah. They develop estates, bring up estates. People should develop it and buy land, give it an estate. There are groups that are doing that one. I also saw their own video calling for people to come back home and invest.
Very important.
All these things are heading to our freedom.
Yeah.
It is a way to freedom. So whatever area it is not compulsory that all of us will come online every day, begin to shout or begin to talk about this. Some people will be on different areas. If you are in media, continue to speak for the freedom of Biafra. If you are diplomatically speaking, maybe you are doing your own secret, continue to do it secretly like that way. If let your heart convince you that what you are doing is right, continue to do it. If you are doing it openly, continue your part. Remove your attention, because your brother is doing the same thing you are doing and you get angry. Maybe if you don't talk, this one will take the glory. It doesn't mean anything. Martin Nandekano made it clear that Biafra will come in such a way that nobody will take glory. And I ask some people, do you think that if United States of America mention Biafra tomorrow, you think Martin Nandekano will be behind back? Martin Nandekano will be in the front line on the decision. He will be in the front line. Yeah. And you think that Martin Nandekano will come over and tell you that Mr. A and Mr. B is not part of Biafra? He will never do that. Yeah. So all this hitting of a head in the wall and doing this thing, if you know what you will do to get Biafra, just go ahead and do it in your own way. That is why even when he sent his message, he acknowledged everybody. He said all the Biafran group that he cannot even mention. Yeah. There are so many that he cannot even mention. He acknowledged everybody. But some of us are still busy. Some of us are still very busy. Pursuing position, pursuing accolade, pursuing one thing or the other, focusing on things that are irrelevant. The time is very close. Very, very close. And we must not lose our focus. Not now. Not at this point. Not at this point. One of the most important agenda that is on the table now is this Biafra issue. Some of you don't know. Yeah. The major international issue that is on the table of the United States now, you see Iran, see Nigeria. Yeah. Iran and Nigeria is on the top of the table as we speak now. And something is going to give way. With this move Nigeria made to go to Turkey, that is it. Dulu hadunya hanime oko. Fire. Yeah. Ane kuka ane made the walls to save. No, but in a hatch counter, more like to counter America. You know what I mean? They didn't stop some of their lawmakers are still speaking out now, countering America, talking about sovereignty that doesn't exist anywhere. Yeah. And these people,
caliphate for the most part in the northern part, because yesterday, I was also, I think that's a fact that you can't just say not, because there are people who are not, but they are not with them,
Yes.
Middle belt is not, but they are not with them. Some of these states,
they have removed themselves long ago.
Exactly, So some of them were celebrating the fact that Tinubu went and signed an agreement with Turkey. Because they want that representation. For them, Turkey coming in, whatever form, is like is self-reflection. They can, they feel with the Western world, they feel alienated. So that is why also they call it Boko Haram, meaning Western style. Western education is haram. This is what they said. So the whole table is set now. If there was any doubt that this is not a country, these are not one people, that is like trying to make night and day to coexist, that is impossible. So that's why I said that for them, the Western world, notably America and Israel, this is the time for them to see really that,
Absolutely. It is becoming much more clearer.
Much more clearer. It's long overdue. Let them go and have their...
Showing them the boundary clearly. You are not
exactly. Let them go and have their Sharia and live their life however they want it, and leave us alone. Leave us the hell alone. How do you go, my brother?
So let's check on their media, what they have in the media. This one says Nigerian doctor Femi Olaleye granted bail in UK sexual offense case. Trial delayed. Femi. That's the one. That woman no go see this one talk about them. If say na Igbo man now, if you don't carry and come talk.
Yeah.
The one where they see na foreign affairs with
Abika Dabili.
Whatever they gave him. You should not see that one. If you Igbo man, say you are spoiling the image of Nigeria.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoiling an image. This one no be Igbo man though.
Yeah.
See this criminal. Rep members angry as Works Minister Omahi allegedly asked lawmakers to fill form for rice handout.
Rice is what? Yeah.
Lawmakers will tell when they fill form for rice handout. Nigeria. These people don't care. They don't care. They just do anything. They don't just care. Activist Soweto alleges Lagos Police Commissioner Moshood personally assaulted him. Now, that one not be news now. They assault every time. Yusuf's red cap on Yusuf's red cap on Tinubu red carpet by Asus.
Yeah.
No title owner will give this man. Russia embassy fused over Azov's article on Putin by Richard Economic. You're going to provoke Putin now, he will show on a paper. Budget record show Lagos Assembly members spent 4.5 billion on generator, 3.5 billion on Abuja properties. See how they call billion.
Yeah.
Some individual will just carry and share among themselves. So it accuses Lagos CP criminal officers of brutalizing him during anti-demolition protests. Not only you don't brutalize, that one is the Nigerian system now. Russia drone kills 3 persons in Ukraine, injures others amid intensified attack. Just imagine, with intensified attack, only 3 people. Only 3 people now, and they report them. But in Nigeria, kidnapping is taking hundreds of life every day.
Yeah.
Every day. And nobody cares about it. Even the so-called Nigerian government, they don't even care. Nigerian Police Service Commission promotes one DIG, 2 AIGs, 2C, 119 inspectors nationwide. You see the promotion. One of the people everywhere. IPOP condemned Governor Soludo's threat to demolish Onitsha market over sit at home. Not only condemn, you need to give this man woto.
Yeah.
Let them continue the protest until until he backed down. OAU hospital blames withheld salary on Nigerian government 2025 appropriated budget shortfall. Nigeria. Tinubu aid should not use north-south dichotomy to cover government failure.
Yeah.
I never see anything. See this criminal, see this thief. Somebody was supposed to be in jail.
Yeah.
Court grants ex-governor Yaya Bello permission to travel for Hajj.
You see? They grant him a chance to leave the country.
Just imagine.
Can you imagine? Somebody they're supposed to.
Somebody who is But Martin Nandikan was looking for an opportunity to take treatment in Nigerian hospital.
Exactly.
Federal government hospital in Abuja, they are not outside Abuja.
Yeah.
And they refuse Martin Nandikan treatment.
They honor criminals and terrorists in Nigeria. They honor them.
They refuse Martin Nandikan treatment in Abuja hospital. Abuja Federal Hospital. No, be abroad though. He's not flying. He's not going to Israel. He's not going to UK. He's not going to anywhere.
Yeah.
In Abuja hospital, they refuse Martin Nandikan to treat himself. An innocent man. Look at a criminal.
Yeah.
That is under watch. A criminal under watch. They are permitting him to go to Saudi Arabia.
These people, what they are doing us.
Look, they see Showore passport. Oh.
Yeah.
They see Showore passport because he's protecting a governor, a presidential aspirant.
He not chop their money, he not still not, But this one when be saying a criminal caught in the heart, red-handed. Yeah. Billions.
See,
yeah.
Grant ex-governorship Bello permission to travel for Hajj. Not that he's going for medical checkup, nothing reasonable where they go.
Yeah.
It's just like somebody now where they condemn it. Just a person that can say make you allow, make him go to Jerusalem, go pray.
Yeah.
Just imagine. A criminal court still like make you come out, make a fly come out. And he thinks if he goes Saudi, he go come back, come meet him again.
Yeah.
And the people wait till they drag Dizani for London. Oh.
Okay.
Dizani, a Biafra woman, Dizani, they see the drag her for London. So you see money. Look at somebody where they with them for Nigeria. They are making Hajj.
The rate of double standard in Nigeria is crazy.
It's very, very annoying. I don't know where person I don't know where what you will consider to say let us remain or let us manage.
Yeah.
There's nothing to consider. Nothing you will look upon. You say based on this, let us manage. There is nothing like that.
Yeah.
I can't understand.
And what makes it even worse is the fact that these people who call themselves Christian, I was going through a clip yesterday, and I was like, how did the Yorubas, their elite? I know that we have saboteurs amongst ourselves as Biafrans, but the role the Yorubas played in the destruction and in the enablement of this terrorist caliphate in Nigeria is mind-blowing. And we were going through it, and we saw this Adesina. Is it Adesina? Who was a spokesperson for Buhari?
Femi Adesina.
Femi Adesina, exactly. He came out. He was the one who came out to tell the people that your life or your land, exactly. That which was more important. If you are dead, what use is land to you? And on the Oshibanjo, and the pastor. By the way, that Adesina is a Christian, a pastor.
He's a pastor too.
A pastor, and see the role he played. Then Osibanjo, who is also a pastor, a senior pastor, a professor. When this Christian genocide was going on, at the height of it, he covered it up. It was happening, but Buhari sent him to America to go and lie, to go and say different. You know what I mean? And he went to America. He went to America to tell them that there's nothing like Christian genocide in Nigeria. But look at today. Look at today. It's been happening since ever till this day. But so and even Adeboye, he's the one who came out when Americans were threatening to come out. He said that they should give Tinubu 100 days to sort these things out. Since that time to now, you know how long it's been? Has Tinubu thought out anything? The answer is no, nothing. But in the talk again, the answer is no. All waiting, they just cover up. And you know that if you continue to cover all this evil, these deals, it will come back and hit you in the face. And it's happening. It's happening. So, not to talk about even their media, you know. So it's very sad. It's really sad, my brother. How do you go?
Ogun Police Command busts child trafficking surrogacy syndicate, rescues 7 children.
Yeah.
They're not going to talk loud because nobody for Biafra land.
Yeah.
Because if na Biafra land, they go say now only for Biafra land they see baby factory. This one said, FCT Minister Wike accused of mobilizing paid protesters as Abuja workers' strike continues.
The usual thing when they do now.
They know they hide that now.
Yeah.
They know they hide that. They could just hire protesters, pay them money, they will come.
Yeah.
Tell me how that country go good. Tell me
okay.
How so they even go USF, go hire people, maybe they go protest against Christian genocide.
Yeah. People who don't know where Nigeria they oh.
People know where Nigeria is or what is going on. That the one where the time you say he doesn't know, I don't know what is going on. I'm just
exactly. Yeah.
The time you said, I don't know what's going on. I'm just helping them, helping out. The man just came. I'm happy. I'm just here to help. I'm happy.
Yeah. Then give him money. Go buy drug. Waiting concern him.
God. Nigerian Senate launches probe into railway inefficiencies, insecurity on major rail corridors.
Nonsense. Cool.
Nonsense. Waste of time and energy.
Yeah.
ANC party condemns DSS over political persecution of Sowore for describing Tinubu as criminal. Criminal. Where may they go first of all prosecute the United States of America for keeping him as a criminal.
Exactly.
Drug baron. Go and tell US to remove his name as a drug baron.
And prosecute prosecute Reno Mockery. He's the one who came out and blow it open. There's a video of it. I think Shore played the video for them on the in the court.
Yes.
When the guy in the talk say, "In don't go digging," and he's quite Ahmed Tinubu is a drug trafficker. So what you somebody is a word somebody. So why you go prosecute somebody for saying what is known, what others have said?
Yes. And it was Reno Mockery that said it first, and so they just quoted him.
Yeah.
Now you arrest person, will quote and bring and court, and the person will say that thing. Now you see
you won't give him you give him ambassador. How does that work? Yeah.
Nigeria is a very shameful nation.
Yeah.
Nigeria's woman dies mid-air on Ethiopia airline flight from Abuja to US.
Now wow.
So we die on air. You know, only to US. What thing happen now? Did they follow him? According to African system, when this kind of thing happen, they say they follow him from home. 4 deaths recorded as Niger State Assembly probe disease outbreak. Which disease is the outbreak again? Which one on I want to do for Niger? Everything na not. Every bad thing na there. Nollywood actress Halima Abubakar faces eviction from house after brain tumor diagnosis. Tinubu government approved 1 trillion metropolitan rail project for Kano days after Governor Yusuf defection. See how they play with
yeah.
After they approved 1 trillion.
So that make others defect too now, Abi?
1 trillion from metropolitan rail.
Yeah.
For Kano State. Where that money won't come out from? Now from Biafra land.
100%. Yeah.
That 1 trillion is these people even their VAT don't reach anything.
Yeah.
Their VAT don't reach anything.
Yeah, but how many do you have in that Biafra land? How many rail land do you have there? Where the money is coming from? Not be waiting just to tell Biafran people, use your brain, think. Then they suck it.
For the place where the thing they come out from.
Okay. Nigeria, they suck on a dry. Nothing. All these people.
The so-called Niger Delta, there is nothing like that.
Exactly.
They don't even have clean water to drink. No school. No university there. Even the offices of the same oil company are not in that place. They don't have any of the people. They come to work from Lagos to that place to come and work. They go from Lagos. They fly with helicopter to come to work and go back, just to see how bad it is. Abandoned area. They can't even afford to live in the environment. The people where they steal the wealth. God have mercy. Nigerian Nurses Forum, CDWR, condemn police attack on Lagos anti-demolition protesters, demand release of arrested activists. And so demand. I would say protest for Nigeria is a death sentence now. And I even happy to say they know by person. Alaafin of Oyo Palace says monarch's wife can lawfully install Baale amid controversy.
Rubbish.
Yoruba people with this their monarchy system. Make them create this country. Make Yoruba go practice their monarchical system.
Simple.
Make they enjoy it.
Yeah.
You don't force people what they are not, what they don't like. There is something that is very, very, very dear to people's heart. Yeah. Just like this caliphate is something that every corner and want. They want it. You don't need to preach it to them. Yeah. They are already practicing it. In Yoruba land, their monarchical system cannot be contested. They practice it anytime. Our own side, our own system, liberal system is here for us. Yeah. Why do you want to cage people? Put people just mix oil and water and think, oh God have mercy. God have mercy. Thank God it's becoming more clearer than ever. Yeah. Amnesty International urges probe of DSS officers behind killing of Abuja resident Akoko. Yeah. This amnesty is another useless organization that want Trump to pull out from, because these are toothless. You should form a different thing. This amnesty is one of the useless. They will just take your information and throw it in the dustbin. They don't do anything. No action. No action. Emefiele trial. Witness tells court how 6.23 million was withdrawn from central bank with forged documents.
Serve the zoo and come back in shame.
Exactly. And all this thing now, where do they persecute Emefiele? The people who use and steal all this money, they are not talking about them.
Of course.
Which Muhammadu Buhari, when he was alive, he never denied all this thing. He accepted that he was signatory to every single thing that comes out from this office. Yeah. Abba Kyari was signatory to everything that came out, but today none of their name is even mentioned. Yeah. Abba Kyari died. All the trillions of dollars he stole, nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, in family, then go lay hand on it. Yeah.
They carry the money they enjoy. Everyone know that Abba Kyari was the money Abba Kyari steal. That is, Abba Kyari family is richer than Nigeria itself now.
Of course.
The family is richer than, but nobody they mention them anyway. Now Nigeria they don't mention the one where Aisha and his children thief. Who they talk about? You dare not mention them. Those ones are sacred cows. See Emefiele. They just parade and use and finish. Now you don't they sweat for head.
You sure? Yeah.
Just like weekend will happen very soon.
100%. Of course. It will happen. Yeah.
That one where you say Martin Nana don't cost them already. Supremacy tussle, disunity among Yoruba traditional rulers, now worrisome. Gani Adams. No, they said only us will get divided. The division there everywhere. Supremacy tussle, disunity among Yoruba traditional rulers, now worrisome. Gani Adams. We could have sorted them out before it's too late, because now that one they give the Janjaweed advantage to come in. Yeah. That one that they use come side one person before you know I'm divide on them.
Yeah, this Madi Shehu, the guy, he they give government water. You know him now, eh?
Madi Shehu, yeah.
Yeah, he said that the 1 trillion Kano Rail project is a deception from Governor Yusuf after joining Gorilla and Reptile Club. Hey, Nigeria. How do you go?
Gorilla.
Yeah.
He's a member of Kwankwasia.
Now Kwankwasia, yeah, now them.
Mad people. When I carry Kwankwasia, go practice and well there. If they let when I let get to the caliphate, now people like this go make the place better. They will get their own way to fight or within the fight.
It's a court.
Court here's evidence naming Tinubu, Osibanjo, Aluko, Kachuku in Dezeni's corruption trial.
You don't hear?
You won't try. All of them there inside.
Okay.
Do you remember there was a time this woman was demanding for them to bring her to Nigeria to come and explain what transpired, and they refused.
Dezani. Oh, really? Okay. Who refused?
Dezani herself wanted to come back and speak. She said she wanted to go back to Nigeria and speak, but they refused her from coming.
Oh, Nigerian government refused her from coming.
Nigerian government, the Buhari government said they should try her in the UK.
Because maybe you go come open the Ayash, all of them.
Of course, now, of course.
Yeah.
And that is what is coming out now. You know, see people which they mentioned. The evidence is naming Tinubu, Osibanjo, Aluko, Kachuku in Dezeni's corruption trial.
You see, Oh, there you go. Aluko. Now, don't be Dangote be Aluko.
I think that's I think Dangote is Alinko.
Oh, it's different, huh?
It's different.
All right. Yeah.
Man, people everywhere. This one says troops rescue abducted cleric, kill one kidnapper in Enugu gun battle. This one we wanna kill now. Who them be? Who them be? Who wanna go murder now? Wike moves to jail striking FCT workers over alleged contempt of court. This Hitler.
Yeah. Now he get Abuja court. Wike, yeah?
Now he get Abuja court. Oh, anything he say that one.
Yeah.
When he leave that one.
Yeah. Look at money. Look at the figure, bro. Look at the figure.
80.2 billion.
Chai.
80.2 billion fraud.
One person.
How Kogi funds were withdrawn in cash.
Hey God.
Now the
My
man
God.
make you go Haji on him be this.
Isiam, have you ever seen a country like Nigeria? A man that stole so much that ordinarily, hey, China, like this guy, he don't go meet him Mecca straight.
I think I'm feel crocodile for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Nigeria.
Do you know how many lives this money can change it? This money can make Kogi a small London.
100%. You know what? Hey, 80.2 billion. My goodness. Okay. And then they still like tomorrow. No, oh my God. No.
Children, even if they are not working at all, they are lazy. They are not working. They will never go poor.
Hey, God.
The way they steal, even Satan will hear and go shock.
I'm telling you.
The money with the thief, even Satan, if you hear the amount, you go shock.
Hey,
Magistrate calls rules some rank not a restriction, allows Falana to represent Lagos protesters. This Falana, no, that man is not genuine.
Sometimes
you say that you deal with you, no see, no deal with you.
Yeah.
Niger State spend 1.6 billion on
you see, man, you see the kind of money when they come from this country. Billion, 9 be 100 now, million, I don't know. Everywhere,
you know
billion.
This know what they can do? executive table, chair for guest house.
Can you imagine that?
1.6 billion
Chair
on
when
executive tables.
chair and table when carpenters they produce from wood when they're there.
My brother.
Then they spend billion. Hey, God Almighty. Yeah.
Wood wey plenty for Nigeria, no be say they go buy wood.
Ever get a contract will reach up to $1 billion.
Yeah.
In Nigeria.
Well, after somebody go tell me say Nigeria go better. Are you mad? How? How?
No be say they go import this wood. Now for Nigeria here the wood dey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No kind of wood we will not get for Nigeria. No kind of wood. And we have people that can do this furniture, do them excellently, polish them. It go even better past those ones where they go buy from abroad.
Yeah. Then they cost billions.
1.6 billion.
Mm-hmm.
We take buy chair. Chair and table.
Mm-hmm.
God have mercy. God have mercy. They follow this design up and down. If they follow this design up and down, the video ram. Look at it, and this will collect 80.2 billion.
Okay.
They make you go hard, you go pray.
Mm-hmm.
They give them this, make you go hard, go pray. On a day here, they follow design up and down.
Mm-hmm. You're a Biafra woman.
They fear. Desani and the Yayabelo, who has the right to take Nigerian money?
Exactly. If we have to consider that.
Consider that.
Yeah.
Desani and what did they call them? These Fulani criminals.
Yeah.
Which of them had Abakiare family?
Yeah.
Abakiare, the billions they don't thief. Do they have the right to thief those billions?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that can end this madness is to end Nigeria.
That is it.
End it. End it. If you don't end it, because all this decoration of corruption for propaganda's sake. You want to show design, you want to do madness, nonsense. Trubu's aide criticizes ex-LP candidate after embracing ADC coalition, raising Atiku, Amechi, El-Rufai.
Yeah.
You never say nothing concern this man. He will receive Woto very soon. See this one. Hired pro-Wike supporters, fake bishop.
Oh my God.
And then he over edge Abuja area location. Christianity don't hear something for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, what you come concern this man? Even if you're a bishop, why must you wear this robe now to come and protest on behalf of Wike?
They're not put money.
If you want have conscience, what is your motive now to wear this thing where you wear now and say they come protest for Wike?
Yeah.
Why they not go bring a man? Why they not go? Why is it that is a pastor, a bishop?
Now the kind people wey endorse Tinubu with that now.
Yeah.
These people are bent on destroying Christianity by all means. They fight it by their implementation of Sharia. They fight it by every means necessary. They fight it by demonizing us, calling us names, destabilizing us, causing confusion, hatred everywhere, right, left, and center. And if we are not careful, I thank God that the Biafrans are watching. We are not sleeping. We are not sleeping, and we are not going to sleep. They want to force us to sleep, but we will never sleep. We will continue to say it as it is and bring them to the point. Breaking. Nigerian army detained corporal who assaulted junior college for talking to girlfriend. The guy that talked to his girlfriend, he killed the guy, they beat him. Yeah? They beat him because he talked to his girlfriend. President Museveni's son makes U-turn, apologizes to U.S. after suspending military ties over Bobby Wine claims. I never see anything. Kanu say Ganduje corruption allegation is still before court despite Governor Yusuf defection to APC. Gandola, people where they run Nigeria from. Nollywood filmmaker Stanley Amande detained over alleged coup plot against President Tinubu.
Oh God!
Look at this man.
Laughable. Now this not be this man be this.
Where the act movie now?
Wetin concern am? Him be military man.
My brother, Ataya. You see, these people always try to drag an Igbo man. No, they just want to put an Igbo man name there.
This one na joke now. Which can this man when we they see for? Which can na money na him get on a military DC get when go. That not show the picture. That not show the picture of people when carry out the coup. Now one Igbo man when be filmmaker. Eh?
Exactly.
This is crazy.
This is see what we are saying. Since all this while, have you seen the picture of the coup plot all this while?
No, yeah.
But see one man now where they claim that say he there among them. A filmmaker, we know this one where they act movie now. Where this man get money to sponsor coup? I be here man.
God. Which newspaper be that?
Nah, not be Sahara reporter they display this one.
He go sue them or make it go sue them.
Coup plot against President Tinubu.
Make it go sue them. Make them tell them where, how.
My brother, not to wait person to see for this one. I know they want to make sure that there is one Ukechukwu is at the very place.
Exactly.
Even that, maybe that's what make them the delay since when they never want to create them. They want to make sure they include one Igbo man. We are going to be wrapping up, my brother. My brother, give us your closing remarks. We could go take rest.
Okay.
Come back later.
All right, Mazuchus, thanks so much. And Rakochus, I greet everybody. And Biafrans everywhere, I greet you all. I greet our men whom Chukwuka Abiyama has restored, so we must continue to support and pray for them. And our leaders, may God continue to strengthen them. Every one of us must continue to do what we have to do because joke apart, our existence depends on it, So we must not give the caliphate any chance. Now that Chukwuka Abiyama has exposed them, their evil plan has all been exposed. Their target is primarily Ali Igbo, so we must resist it. We must resist it. And I endorse wholeheartedly the word of General Gento that onye ọbụla na-sị na ya bụ Igbo whatever, Igbo Muslim or Igbo jekwe no, just find your way because we know what wahala. We don't want people when they come groom future society bombers. We don't want it. We are peaceful people. We believe in humanity. We believe in human development. We love humanity. And we are not into this at all. It's not who we are at all. So thank you so much, Rachus. And we'll see you again by the grace of God. Thanks.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for your wonderful, wonderful contribution and support all the time. I appreciate you. Coaches, give us your closing remark. Coaches, let's draw the curtain.
They were my brother and your all over the world. Today is another day. And if you look at it, the enemy ones are not sleeping. And we ourselves we're not supposed to even sleep at all. No matter what. No matter anything that comes to our way. But this is the time for everybody that is still hiding. And is still waiting for any of our leaders to come out before they will do what they're supposed to do. This is time for every one of us to come out and do that thing that our leader always used to say. And anything that you know that will make our freedom to come quickly, this is the time for all of us to come out and do that thing. It's not wait for anybody to. Because international highs, international wars, their society is here in Nigeria. For them declaring Nigeria a country of particular concern alone That is to tell you that our prayer is answered every day by day. And at the same time, for America, the states in America to come out in this critical time to give our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a citizenship. That is so a good idea. And all those things supposed to give every one of us green light for us to come out and do the needful. Thank you, Mazi Chief, and everybody in comment section, and all our brothers and sisters, most especially those in homeland, and those in the street of Anambra State. People to carry on my control to protect everyone of you. Thank you, and remain blessed.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for your wonderful contribution and word of encouragement to the Biafran people. And I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this program, wherever you are joining from. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect all of us. Decades inside Nigeria have proven one thing. Reform has failed in Nigeria. Restructuring has failed in Nigeria. Appeasement has failed in Nigeria. Every attempt to fix Nigeria has only postponed collapse. Biafra restoration is not extremism. It is political realism. It is the acknowledgement that different people cannot be forced into unity forever. Justice cannot exist without consent. Peace cannot survive without equity. Biafra is not running away. Biafra is choosing life. That is what it is. Biafra is not running away. It is choosing life. To the young people watching me today, the youths that are watching this program, wherever you are watching from, do not let anyone shame you for asking questions. Do not let anyone silence you with fear. More especially our brothers and sisters today that are confronting the tyrant in Anambra State, Soludo. Do not let anyone silence you with fear. Do not let anyone tell you your future must be negotiated by people who sold the past. Your greatest weapon is not anger. It is awareness. Our greatest weapon is awareness. It is unity. It is discipline. Movements win when they are morally grounded and strategically clear. That is why I said in 2026, we need to be clear in every demand we are making. We need to be clear in our purpose. We need to be very clear. I will end with this. Empires fall, lies expire, but truth has stamina. The Biafran spirit is unquenchable because it is built on justice. And justice does not beg. It persists. Justice does not beg. It persists. No matter how long it takes. No matter how loud the opposition. No matter how deep the betrayal. A people who have seen the truth can never unsee it. A people who have seen the truth can never unsee it. The United States of America, Donald Trump, have seen the truth and they cannot unsee it. We are waiting for that pronunciation to be made very soon. I appreciate everyone that have joined us, and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to strengthen every one of us. Every Biafran, wherever you are, mainly people in the homeland, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect you. And may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect our leaders. all our leaders, more especially Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, who are in detention. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to strengthen them. Give them more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and revelation. Strength, good health. And very soon they will come out and they will join us and become stronger than they ever are. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. If you have time, join us on evening section. When we come back in the evening, touch your notification bell. Touch that bell so that you'll be notified when we come back in the evening, so that you can join us. In the evening, we spend just 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes and we are done. So if you are free in the evening, join us for evening program as we come back in the evening to continue on this message. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect you. See you in the evening. Stay blessed. Bye-bye, everybody.
Don't follow for Gotao. Them say Tinubu don't follow for Gotao. Tinubu don't follow for Gotao. He want to take it, that's the top of our head. Senate house fall and the criminals, country military fall and the terrorists, injustice, shall forget law for inside court. Changaro Republic at the government. Abubakar Malami don't fall for Gotao. Him and EFCC put leg for shit. Them say Sheikh Kukumi don't fall for Gotao. Because Donald Trump don't come to Machamo. He go matching Boko boys, matching terrorists. As the government knows a big way for kidnapping to stop. I make it don't fall for Gotao. They make it Nigerians see one die for suffer.
The temple himself, the general, you are welcome to our barrack. Moisa, the Igwe Butuzo, the general himself of Biafran Armed Forces. We welcome you, sir. Jimauti man, gallant man. Gallant man.
n'ụwa chetakwa na fọka ya chetakwa na fọka ya ana wetu wọtọseme wala magonasa apatushe na fọka ya one buchechi one si na diya biri na n'ụwa chetakwa na fọka ya chetakwa na fọka ye ala weche wọtọseme wala magonasa apatushe na fọka ya one buchechi agisi na nigi biri n'elu ụwa chetakwa na fọka ye isi na nigi biri n'elu ụwa chetakwa na fọka ye ana weche wọtọseme wala magonasa apatushe na kola ya one buchechi anya hukwana ozemena anya memana ozemena nae ozemena nae ozemena Johnny Street ozemena nae ozemena akajulole